It isn't so much a bridge as it is a series of individual planks that, whilst in some way made to look like stone, are actually feathers.
Okay.
And individual planks of feathers. Some of these clearly need to be, in some way, therefore counterbalanced.
I can't solve this without a diagram.
It's actually so... I can't visualize this either, Jamie.
I'm just going to put this in player chat. Like, the red... These are the planks. As if it was a wooden fucking bridge.
What? That's a ladder!
Where is it flipping?
I'm following.
This
I'm
is it-
following.
Is it flipping along
yeah.
yellow or
I'm
flipping
following.
along red?
Flipping it along yellow.
Yeah,
Which
along
way?
yellow. But is it
Which
flipping
way?
like- is it
Left
flipping
or right
laterally?
puzzle.
I still don't understand how you can counterbalance a thing that fundamentally
I
is made of
just, I fundamentally
Because
don't understand
clearly,
what direction they're rotating.
Because clearly, it's not that hard. You have magical feathers as a counterbalance, and a mention about light.
No, it is.
We're
Jamie.
sorry,
This
we're so
isn't-
stupid, Jamie.
This isn't fucking Baldur's Gate where we can just Google the answer to the puzzle, man. That is so random.
If you guys want to try and not do the puzzle,
And that really smooth
I
guy.
resign.
Hello, we're back to our normal days on Tuesday for the next 2 weeks, partly because tomorrow is some kind of important day for couples, maybe, and next week we are celebrating the 1 additional year that Sai has been on this planet, which is great to celebrate. Hello everybody and welcome. We're D&D Boyband, a group of friends that would like to play D&D Pretty Boys because apparently it's not fantasy, and I say everybody's hot. The new artwork is it in the reel? Is it in the info box? Are we expecting that this stream?
We might see it in the stream. Streamlabs did crash when I added it in, but I think there might be some new artworks of some of our least favourite NPCs, including Maynard, Mr. Naliska, and Bran, and some other guys, so they might show up. Maybe.
Which again emphasizes the point that everybody is hot. Thank you, Clued, for yassifying most of the artwork.
That's what I'm here for. Cheers.
My name is Jamie. We are currently joining me tonight. Sorry, a group of heroic adventurers. First of all, Eski is slightly late as pod. He will be here, being held back slightly by work. Then we have Ben as Mercy,
Hello, everyone.
Sai as Quan,
Hello.
Clued as Casimir,
Hey, hey, hey.
Luke as Arvis,
I hope you're all well.
and last but not least, we have Dadless, special guest Matt, as revealed last session.
The yassifying will continue until morale improves.
Before
Did
we
you
begin,
say dadless?
yeah, Dadless. We found out he's a dad last
He's a
session.
dad. He has
I'm
a
a
child
dad.
that I nearly killed.
Oh,
You nearly
Right.
killed my child.
I did nearly
Yeah,
kill
of
your
course.
child.
I feel like that was my fault, but
can I pet that down?
You nearly killed the child. I didn't do that.
so last session, you all came to Mountain's Breath after negotiating with the Blackwater's bounty, advising Alara maybe not to trust every mercenary she meets, and you have also, through a natural 20 by pod, convinced them that Razor kills any mercenary she hires and is therefore not to be trusted, which was an excellent plan, I will be honest, and slightly foiled some of my intentions. And you came to Mountain's Breath, you came to the camp, you scouted it out, realized that they had taken, given that they have encountered you before and are aware of your capabilities, certain precautions such as roll calls and double checking for shapeshifters, and decided instead to observe and monitor. You learnt the guard plans, you therefore, and also each of the mining sites, the 2 entrances, and finally the location of the children of the Goliath clan that were being used as leverage, bargaining chip. Despite some plans to the contrary suggested by Pod, you decided to free the children unreservedly and rely on the gratitude of the Goliaths rather than similarly imprisoning them.
It's just by pod.
Yeah, it's just by Pod.
Almost.
Were you not here last session? No, Pod did it. I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
yes, yeah.
Yes, that sounds right.
Devious.
Poor pod.
You all would accept the the money in my bank account. Harvest, thank you.
You're right, mate.
You, I will say ambushed, but it's a bit more than that. You decimated the guards guarding this and have rescued the children, despite Casimir being overtaken by Talos, who threatened to cast Whirlwind and destroy the children, potentially kill some of you, and obviously alert everybody to your presence. This was, of course, against the deal you had made, and the consequences of such will be revealed in the future.
It kind of feels like I'm stacking consequences on consequences. Like if you avert the
Yes.
consequences of your action, you just get a higher bill of consequences to pay later.
That is just Casimir in a nutshell, though, isn't it?
Yeah, he's delaying payment for until he dies.
There'll be so many consequences that it'll loop around, and actually it'll be fine.
His primary skill is tax evasion.
Nice.
You just got your second damage down.
My kind of way.
And we left last session with Ilara taking the Goliath children to a safe cliff nearby to observe, with instructions to prioritize herself and returning to the group over the children should anything happen. But your plan, you may need to remind me, is it to sneak into the top entrance now that you are unsuspected, don't have the leverage, or is it to incite a riot
I think,
and an uprising?
and I might be wrong here, but I think we are telling the Goliath prisoners we have freed their kids and all as well. We are setting them on the guards so we don't have to fight the guards so much. We've blocked the north entrance where Razor is, and we're trying to keep her in the dark about what's happening above ground, while we kill any stragglers off atop the ground from the guy in charge, and go into the south one to disable her blood magic stuff. And then when all that is done, then we go for Razor. Was the plan, and we keep her in the dark, and that thing sealed, and we give her false reports via necromancy guys or shapeshifters or whatever. I think that was. Is that what we were doing? Is that fair? Is that alright?
What was that the last point there?
We're trying to.
The
Yeah,
necromancy.
if we start to take a while with doing the stuff, to keep Razor in the dark about stuff, maybe we need to send her a false report via a like necromancy guard or something, that kind of thing. If we take too long.
Yes, that was on the cards. This is a
Yes.
good summary. I like this.
Good, sick. I think that is our game.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have an interesting little.
Oh wait, no.
little
Who's on
factoid.
Plague Watch? Sorry, I forgot. Who's on Plague Watch?
Everyone's
You were
on
on
Plague
Plague
Watch for
Watch.
you.
All right, sick. Yeah.
I've forgotten who has the plague at this point. At this point, you've accused everyone of having the plague.
Casimir certainly has to.
Yeah.
I think I have the most. Do I have the most plague, or is it? Oh no, Mercy has the plague because Mercy was babbling for a whole 24 hours.
I have the plague for a
Blow
bit,
out
but
the
then I also
eyes.
think that Quan had the plague because stuff came out of him.
Oh, he did vomit a thing. Yeah.
He vomited
Vomit
and was
green
weird.
goop.
Yeah, and then Casimir has the plague, and Pod touched Quan and Casimir, so Pod has the plague because contact. So basically, just Atlas and Arvis are plague free, I think.
Atlas is a resurrected corpse, so he probably carries the plague, but is not affected by it.
I'm like a divine corpse. Ain't no plague on this.
Don't mean you don't have the plague, man.
Well, if it isn't the
Um,
rat, he's not the plague carrier.
Ah,
Well,
twist of irony.
Well, how the tables have turned.
Now the plagues have turned.
I guess. So yeah, after sending my daughter off with Lara, I'll just kind of look around for a second. Considering we've been here a couple of days now, I'm gonna cast locate objects just very quickly. I just kind of like in the air mark a symbol, a little glyph that hangs in the air, and it should tell me if my located object, the item I planted on Naliska, is within 1,000 feet.
Oh,
Take a second. Oh, sorry.
no, it's not important. Do this first.
Okay, you take a second. You focus on what was it? Was it a pendant or?
It was a small little carved wooden token that I slipped into his clothes.
Focus on the card wooden token. You remember whittling it, taking some time, thinking about it. You visualize it, your mind's eye. Take a second. Pick up a forked twig, wrap it round your finger. Your finger points downwards.
Oh, downwards.
Yep.
Roughly how far down?
You don't know. Do you?
Oh, it would tell me. I think just within.
So
it,
describe a
1,000
neighboring object.
feet.
You sense the direction to the object's location as long as it's within 1,000 feet. You know the direction of the movement.
Down.
It's not currently moving, but the
They're
direction is
beneath
downwards.
us. Okay, so we feel like. So this is Nalaska, right?
Yeah.
Which is probably with
Actually.
Malik and Co. So they're already ahead of us and beneath us?
They
What the
must have
fuck?
taken the short.
Unless Nalaska escaped.
Unless Nalaska escaped. Hmm.
Probably shouldn't assume that Nalaska escaped.
What I was gonna say, which suddenly occurred to me, was I'm nervous about Malik. This confirms that I probably should be nervous about Malik. And Luke, you raised a very good point that you have that fate binder thing. But if it looks a bit sus and we might lose to Malik, I reckon we use that thing. Call in that favour.
Cool. What's the safe word?
I don't know. What would be a
Deviled
safe
eggs.
word? Deviled eggs? Alright.
Deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs. Deviled eggs.
Yeah, okay, deviled eggs.
Follow me, deviled eggs.
Alright. We can invoke deviled eggs whenever we wish. Good. Yeah, that was the thing that occurred to me. Good.
One other thing, DM, when I came outside, would I got a kind of rough idea, be able to intuit what was going on based on, you know, the position where everyone was crowded around Casimir and there was a bit of commotion?
Ooh, something happened. I'll say, given that there's no kind of trace of it, when you re-emerged, they were arguing about. I don't remember the exact words. But they were arguing about something. I would say that you were too absorbed in it, but with now like Cyril having left with Lalara, you now think back to what the hell was going on. We're supposed to be on a stealth mission. Why were you guys fighting?
Yeah, I'll ask exactly that. Like, what happened while I was inside? I came out and there seemed to be some kind of commotion.
Casimir looks like a child that maybe had his hand caught in the cookie jar and maybe like crumbs all around his face, but he doesn't say anything. He just sheepishly looks to the side.
Mercy as Elias has returned to pretending to be on guard outside with the corpse of Alwyn.
Well, Casimir learnt today that there are, in fact, consequences to his actions, and we had to forcibly stop him from potentially decimating our entire plan and perhaps putting the lives of many people at risk. Correct, Casimir?
That's the long and short of it. Thank you for the summary, Quan. Yes. Talos sought to make good on his end of the bargain and have made summon a whirlwind. Yes, to decimate the immediate area. That did happen. But it didn't happen, actually, because...
The area?
Yes, the
area?
The immediate local area. Sort of.
Where the children were?
Yes, where the children were.
Where my child was?
I didn't know you had a child. Was that yours? That one Alara walked off with?
Yes.
Ah.
And you're telling me you almost were responsible for her death?
I wasn't. Talos was. I wouldn't have been able to stop him, though, through?
Well, the main thing is that no one was harmed, thanks to everyone here, so except Casimir.
Yes, thank you everyone for stopping him, Casimir.
Well,
Good work, everybody.
I'm not angry. I am, however, a little disappointed that you would put the decision like that in someone else's hands. The decision, control over your own body. Talos shackled you to his will. You were a slave to his in that moment. And you put the decision in the hands of others to stop you.
well, trusting
In that moment, you were his slave.
you all to stop him was sort of the crux of the plan, I suppose. Look, I would do it again. I would make that same deal again if it meant we could pursue Razor to Reedhome and stop her there. I think we won a great advantage from it. But you're right. It is uncomfortable to be at the mercy of... He kind of looks around his allies, companions, friends. The mercy of others. You're right, I should be able to stop Talos by myself. I shouldn't put this on others.
You
You're
can
right.
do better. You can be better.
I can do better. Yes, you're right. And that is something I will figure out once we've, sorted the immediate lengthy list of calamities about to befall everything around here.
Well, given that Naliska is either alerted Razor or Malik's party has got here, should we skedaddle?
Does this change our order of priorities? Do we want to go after the southern exit? Can we tell if they're in the southern or the northern? We can't, right?
We saw Razor come out the northern one. That would suggest to me that she is down there. Maybe we just ignore the southern encampment for now.
It's sort of a prioritization thing. If we go south, we might well stop her Savras killing plan by disabling her blood magic source. If we go north, we kill her and do the same. And win the day for Alara. I don't know which is best.
Surely if she's dead, we can deal with the energy she's accumulated later.
No. What do you think? Mercy, Quan, Arvis? South or north?
I'm still outside, right?
I think we're
Have you
all
got
outside.
something
We're all kind of like
Unless you
hanging
guys have come
around
out?
outside a bit awkwardly, yeah.
Okay.
Probably like whispering, or like stage whispering down to Mercy so they can hear, but maybe...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of turning around, I guess they would say, probably the north then.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Well,
hard to
maybe-
say.
Sorry,
Go on,
I didn't
Alice.
mean to-
No, go
No,
on.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go on.
Well,
After
maybe
you. No, after you.
maybe after we help my Goliath clansmen out, they might be able to go south with the mercenaries we hired to disrupt while we head immediately to the north campsite and go in.
Sorry, repeat that. What was that?
So after we release the Goliath prisoners, my family, they can go with the mercenaries south to disrupt whatever's going on there. We can head to the north and head down.
I can't Alec. Okay, let's do it.
There's always the speed of things, though. If we're to save that child we saw being taken into the south,
room.
Yes.
I don't hold with children to such things. If there is a chance we might save that child in the south, then I would sleep a lot better knowing we did that. Even though I really, really, really want to beat Malik, like really quite badly and desperately, you know.
Let's rescue the Goliaths, and maybe they have some information for us. We can make a final decision then.
Alright, let's do that. Let's press on. We have a few hours until they're up. Do we wait till dawn, or we just do it now? Wake them up. Well,
let's
no
go.
one's expecting it.
He'd see we have the advantage over Grum. Well, he's asleep. We should go now.
I agree. I don't think we should waste any time.
Yeah, and why do we think Grom is? And do we know where the Goliaths are being held and are sleeping?
Yep. Let me just quickly jump back onto your thing. Definitely not preparing things right now. And they are around where I'm pinging on the map. These like area here, quite nearby, and a couple of hovels up near here. So more towards the northern part.
Right, ping again, please.
Yep. This like little island village in the center.
No one can see that if you're at least.
I am pinging. I think it's because I'm in. Let me go here. Here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Up there.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like sorry, look at these hovels around here, whereas the northern entrance is here.
Where are the
Okay,
Goliaths being kept?
just above.
Here.
Ah,
There are
okay, right.
2 guards currently landing with them.
Okay, so the Goliaths are in the blue buildings, yeah?
Yep.
In the middle, and then the orange building is north entrance to the dig site.
There's a criminally low amount of guards. I think we just go up the east side of the lake. We kill every guard we see. We release the Goliaths. We sit, and then we just go from there.
Yeah, agreed.
What are the potential go wrong points, disaster points?
I think it's so the north entrance should be blocked now because that's what we hired the mercenaries for. I think the worst scenario is Razor finds out what we're doing and then tries to run. That's a big one. I think another go wrong point is we use loads of resources and we're not strong enough to do whatever dungeon crawl and kill Razor at the end. So I reckon if we can get the Goliath to do lots of killing without us having to do stuff, that would be good.
Cool. And so we have this entrance. We have these 2 entrances / exits. What we could do is try and corner Razor by essentially blowing up one of the tunnels, collapsing it.
Yeah, so she's in the north one. The south one is a different thing. That's the blood magic stuff. So the question is, which one do we go down?
Cool. I mean, then we know they're not connected, presumably.
Yeah, we think they're not connected. Maybe. Anyway, yeah, let's kill whatever guards we can, free Goliaths, and see what we're saying. Later by air. Alright, I guess we
Yeah.
And obviously, of course, make large amounts of money along the way.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, I guess we sneak in.
Yeah, I guess we go back the way we came from the east side up to where the orange building is with 2 guards outside. Pass Without Trace would still be running.
Cool. Are we sneaking past anyone or anything in particular? Are we taking out these guards maybe outside the dig site on the way? These boys?
Jamie?
Yep.
I want the
So
XP.
there are- on the XP. So you're taking these 2 out. So this is the entrance. You're basically taking them out by the tunnel entrance, the north tunnel entrance.
On the way up. Yeah, may as well, right? It's only 2 of them.
Yep.
Is Mercy gonna stay here fake guarding, or...
You guys think you have about 3 hours until they would rotate guards.
Okay, so you don't necessarily
cool.
need to.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we just all go.
Yeah.
Jump them like the last people.
I'll tell my
Mercy will
necromancy
come.
construct to think up a creative story for why Mercy isn't there. Maybe the other guard was feeling unwell, so had to go relieve themselves.
You're not going to bring Elwyn with you?
I don't think so. I mean, I can control them from up to a mile away, so that's well within this radius. If we need them, I can bring them over, but I think I'll leave them, Elwyn, here for now.
All right. Yeah. In that case, I'll go with the party. Still as what's her face? Elias.
Owen, aren't you?
Am I Elwyn?
Owen and Elias. I can't remember which one you killed and which one you disguised yourself as.
I wrote down that I was the female one.
Elias. Okay. Owen. Alwyn, so you're leaving Alwyn, telling him that he needs to explain away the reason Elias is missing, and you guys are going up.
Yeah. Elias felt unwell. That is why they are not there.
Okay. He kind of nods and is obviously being as uncooperative as possible within the bounds, and just... I'd say Casimir seems way too quick to agree to the plan. Based on your passive insight. Clearly doesn't think it's going to work, and is therefore fine to go along with it.
I see. He bites back a
Whose
spiteful,
perspective was that,
it's
sorry?
not like you can do anything about it. That
Who is talking to who? What is this? Was this?
No.
Give me-
Sorry, Casimir is talking to one of the guards who has been resurrected to serve. But the guard is very quick to follow instructions, despite the fact he's clearly, not on your side, which perhaps gives you the sense that he doesn't think some part of the plan is going to work.
So, if I get that sense, the whole party gets that sense, because my passive insight is an 8 or so, because I have a negative modifier in that.
Yeah, sure. That.
Oh. I mean, why? Can we ask him why he thinks it won't work? Will he answer? Is he allowed to answer? Kind of fuzzy on the...
Elwyn, why do you look so doubtful?
Your plan. He's gone to be sick, so he abandoned his post.
Yes, you felt unwell. If the car doesn't change for 3-4 hours, you probably don't need to lie. Or be creative. I don't know. Here's a direct order. Think of something that will convince your fellow guards should you need to.
It's a good idea.
Okay.
So sassy, these undead nowadays.
You killed me.
You got
You
it
kind of
away.
deserved it.
You're cooperating with an evil bandit who's been causing mayhem and destroying lives in these lands.
Casimir, why are we debating ethics with a corpse? There's time to be taken.
Very good point, Mercy. Let's go create some more.
Absolutely, I can't think of a single thing any dead person would have to say of value.
Wow.
Casim's just going to pat Arvas's arm and be like, don't take it personally. He doesn't think about these things.
Oh, first he tries to use my child as a bargaining chip, and then he says I have nothing interesting to say.
Yeah, not you, mate. You're still doing your thing with your mouth and your mind, and still sparking.
One of the good ones, buddy.
One of the good ones.
Yeah.
I see.
It's difficult in these peaceful times. Difficult to get the bodies,
Friends, in many of these futures, we all just die because you spent too long talking and we're caught by Grom. How about we endeavour to find one of the ones where everyone lives? Eh?
Let's go kill some guards.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna. Oh no, I need to be at the party. I was gonna suggest I walk through the lake Pirates of the Caribbean style to jump the guards down nearest the shore, but people need to be near me to benefit from Pass Without a Trace. So I will stay with the group.
Okay, fair enough. Right, we're gonna go try and jump these guys up by the northern dig site. What rolls?
So I need stealth rolls from the group first of all, foremost.
At 10. God, guys, can I just shout out Pass Without Trace? What a spell!
What a spell!
Honestly,
I'm really glad we
honestly.
have it because I've rolled a 3.
It's a great spell. It's a great spell.
15 total. Thank you. Thank Mr. Pass Without a Trace.
DC-20 with disadvantage.
Ooh.
Right,
27.
40? That can't be.
How is Luke rolled another 40?
That is insane.
Let me see. Is that correct? That is correct. Jesus Christ.
Now,
What's for 19?
Yeah, plus 21.
Jesus.
So anyone in the group below 15? I don't think so. So this will allow you. That's fine. This will allow you to get to the tree lines or hiding behind this. It won't. This tent over here. It won't allow you to like stealth out into the middle of the into the middle of the thing. However, it does also give you a surprise round. Same rules apply. If you can one round these guys, there will be no response or communication from anyone else.
And this
These
is
look.
the dig site that the mercenaries were meant to be blocking up, right? Do we get the sense they're going to do that once the guards are gone, or?
Yeah. I thought that's what you agreed. They said that they'd watch it for you when
Yeah. Okay.
on side of it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, very very heroic and brave of them and earning their money.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do we do all
Gosh,
work
waste
and
of
they just
space.
stand there?
Overpriced. Yeah, exactly. All right, should we just... I think Mercy will just run up. I'm not going to burn any key points because I think I'm going to need them later. So I'm just going to try and just damage as much as I can.
Yeah. Let's get smack.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, as you see, both of them kind of there. They do seem to be on watch. They're like obviously not just chilling out, hoping that nothing happens. They are aware that stuff is going to happen. They, more alert than normal, but they still don't see you, Mercy, as you sprint out, or perhaps approach them dressed as, their former comrade, and are a little surprised when you punch them in the face.
I think it is a bit of both. A sprint out as their former comrade. So I'm going to quarterstaff. That is I think that's a natural 20. I think that is a natural 20 on the first attack.
Nice.
The second attack is just a 26. So, and then I'm going to unarmed strike as a bonus action. Are these at advantage? How is that working? Do you have advantage only on the first one, or do you have?
No, every attack this round.
Okay.
Yeah, surprise rounds are good. As you should all know from Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah. The lowest of that is a 20.
They will hit.
Great.
The AC is 14 for these guys.
19, and 4 is 27 points of damage.
27 points of damage. Okay, yeah. As you kind of half run, half approach, you kind of approach them, and then they kind of squint through the darkness, looking at you. They maybe call out like, "Who's that? Who's there?" And then you sprint forward, completely catching them unawares. Your elbow. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, it's actually 30, not 27.
30. Jesus. Okay. Minus 3 more. Catching him unawares, your quarterstaff slams up, slaps straight through the chest. Your neck crack back, and then just too quick to the shoulders, almost like crippling, bring him down to hunching over. And he is not looking good, as like his mouth and he's clearly like bit his tongue, nose is bloody, shoulders seem to be like both his collarbones are broken. Ouch.
Good.
Okay, that was me.
Rogue man, go bludgeon them.
So fucking right, mate. In goes the rogue. He's going in melee. He's going in with a shield and dagger. That's a rogue of a shield. You saw it here first, of which he's proficient. And yeah, I am. So actually, hold on. How close are they stood together? Everybody
5,
currently.
as of right now, these guys are like 5 yards apart.
Okay, that works for me.
Yeah, 5
In that
yards.
case, yeah, I'll run up to the point in between them, or like just so they're both within my melee range. And I will make a sneak attack against the one that is within 5 feet of Mercy.
Go for it.
Let's make that attack, man. Alright, let's equip this motherfucker first. Sorry, I should have this ready. Let's see what happens, what comes out of that. That is 14 points of piercing damage against the wounded gentleman.
Okay. Yeah, as like Mercy completely takes him unawares, emerging from kind of running off, shield in hand, dagger emerging, you slash down and just like completely whatever energy or spirit was left, kind of the dagger pierces up through the ribs, kind of coughs out and just slumps down dead.
Okay, so it's
Nice,
one
and then I will use my bonus action to make a improvised weapon attack using a vial of acid against my guy. This other geezer that's within 5 feet. So that just splashes.
Acid attacks.
Not proficient with it, but it is something I can do with fast hands as a rogue. As a rogue thief. Cool. How do I make it? So I need to subtract 3 from this attack, essentially. So that is to hit. What's that come out as? That is a 21 to hit.
Okay. That hits.
Jolly good, and that should be 2d6 acid damage. Which is this. Let's roll that. That roll. Yep, 8 acid damage against the other geezer.
Yeah, absolutely. As you turn around, you fling a vial towards the person. He kind of turns horrified just seeing his comrade get ambushed in this way. The acid immediately slams into his chest. You see him eating away at his armor, the shirt underneath. He kind of been clawing at it, and you can see blood beginning to mix in with the acid.
And as a note, DM, because I know we're counting, that was an improvised weapon attack.
Sure. I've got a little notebook. When you get the 5, no kidding. I'll give you a number. I'm gonna hear about it.
I suppose I'll go next. After seeing them run in, and then this guy get brutally splashed with acid in his chest, I'm gonna be like, man, I just need to finish this guy off. He is clearly in a lot of pain. So I'm gonna try and just draw my longbow and make 2 attacks against him. So 23 and a 22.
Both hit.
And then that is a 10-5, and then I'm going to hit him with a storm strike as well on the second one. So that is so it's 20 damage total. And he needs to make a strength saving throw if he's still alive.
Strength saving throw. Is he still alive? I think it might just be enough. Not quite. Okay, I will. I probably wishes he was dead. I will make a strength saving throw. Where's the dice? 3. No, absolutely not. As 2 arrows thunder out from the undergrowth, you will see as Atlas fires in, and 1 arrow slams into the shoulder, the other one into like a piece of the armor that's been like eaten away by the acid that's already going in. And you see him kind of in the cough up as well, and it's still alive, just about.
Disadvantage on attack rolls at the start of his next turn, but I don't think that's going to matter.
I'll go for the second time in this campaign. Also use my rapier and see if I can finish him off with that. It's advantage, right?
Yeah.
17 hits, right?
And he does hit. You need 14.
Oh, I'm not gonna do 14 points of damage with this. Nuh-uh.
No for the armor.
Nuh-uh. Yeah, it's just a little seven points of damage. Just give him a little slice. It's more of a 12 with an accompanying slash than an actual killing blow, maybe. You know, he's a better wizard than he is a swordsman.
Yeah. You do damage. Like as he kind of stands up, take a second and slash across as you saw those who trained you and were trained to do. It doesn't seem to quite be enough to finish off whatever is left or whatever life force is still there. As he kind of like Ray kind of clinches in and he almost seems to drop to the floor, but isn't quite there yet.
Sort of looks back there. No, that was more a paper cut, really, wasn't it? Paladin, can you finish this guy off?
Yes, and I guess he's gonna attack then. Oh, roll dice. Been a while. Alright, give me something good. Natural 20.
Oh
Baby.
my
These guards.
Poor
Getting
guy,
shit
holy moly.
rocked.
If I ask nice, man, just need the politeness. I probably don't need to smite this man. DM, right? He looks like he's sort of...
No, this is enough.
Stealth mission.
Right. I mean, there's no one around, right? Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
Righty. That is 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage, yeah, absolutely. As Casimir steps over and does do damage, hits with there, but clearly this is Casimir's primary source of weapons. As you call over, say, Paladin, finish this off. You see Quan steps forward, sword in hand, and just quickly, perhaps slightly mercifully, but nonetheless incredibly effectively, into the chest, slice down, and just cuts whatever connection to the heart, and just the person drops onto the floor in front of you. And you have killed both of the guards, and the entrance to the tunnels beneath are ahead of you. Clear.
Should we perhaps hide the bodies?
Yep.
I'm not
Yeah.
really sure what we should do in this situation.
Yes.
Into the river.
Yeah,
Get
may as
some
well.
Rocks or something. Bodies float, you know.
We quickly chuck them in the river, and
Rocks in their clothes.
then were we carrying on basically?
Do we feel like we
Yeah,
need to
heading-
leave anyone here? We're not worried about Razor coming up in the immediate 20-30 minutes, are we?
Probably not. The mercenaries were going to stay here.
Right. This is the mercenaries' job, so maybe we signal to wherever we're expecting them to be waiting. And expect them to take over from here. This is their charge. On to the Goliaths.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Just a little bit north. Wow.
You
two
want
more
another stealth
guards.
check, Jamie?
I wonder what's going to happen
Yes.
to these guys.
Two
plus-
I've actually buffed it.
guards.
Every time you do this, I'm buffing them by 20 HP. No.
No.
100% would believe you'd do that. Oh shit!
Alright, add 10, add 10.
Stealth rolls, huh? Jesus Christ.
Oh.
That's a 7. 17.
So nat 1, Mercy, I see.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, are we rolling stealth again, did you say?
Yes, to go to the next set. You guys will be hiding yourself
Again.
behind the Goliath traps. Yes, again.
I'm not good at this.
It's another 40. What are we gonna
Oh,
do?
oh my god, I rolled another
Oh,
natural
wow.
20,
What's
but
the
Whoa.
I rolled with disadvantage, so that's a 5.
No!
spread?
It's a 15 because you have passed without a trace. So
Hmm.
remember, you're adding 10 to these rolls, except Mercy has rolled a nat 1.
The one.
Can we
thing
just
you
point
roll
out that this is the
well.
third 19 that Luke's rolled? Are you just typing in 19 plus 21 at this point?
Oh, could you
Because
just roll another dice for me?
You know you can't do that, right?
That is cheating.
Slash
I would like
slay.
19,
True, I
please.
Natural
definitely rolled
20.
other things that aren't that. That's
Yeah,
fucking lie, bro.
Definitely. Every time you've rolled stealth, there you
Has
go.
been
We
19.
scroll up a bit. It was 19 before that, and then scroll up a bit more last session. It was another 19 for
All
another
right,
40.
Mr. Lawyer, I can check the tapes if you want, and I can put the rolls in the chat.
Let's check the tapes, Luke.
Lawyer.
All I'm saying is
Check the
there's a
tapes.
correlation
Got the receipt,
between
yeah?
your stealth checks and 40.
That's because I'm so good.
Yeah, I'm getting that sense.
So I guess we start to make our way over, and Quan whips around to do a head count, and Mercy is so stealthy that just their general presence, just so kind of non-existent. He turns around, and with a huge clang, he just bumps into Mercy, and Mercy, taken aback, just falls over with a incredibly loud, reverberating crash. That's what I imagine happens there.
Oh,
Fuck's
this,
sake.
this was going too well, wasn't it? Let's be honest.
There is a loud clang as armor
Oh, no.
meets armor
I'm not wearing any armor.
as you hit Quan's armor.
Your head.
Yeah, and you hear from the other side. You hear, "Who goes there?" You are all currently in. I'll say you're around here, and you see the guards moving over here,
Mercy,
and you
don't-
see one of them turn to the other, and he starts walking in this direction.
Oh, we gotta go.
We go after them.
We gotta go.
We go after them. We go after them.
Initiative, please.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, we gotta roll.
Where? How do I new?
So it's a
New.
4.
I'll turn on.
I always roll so shy on initiative. Always so shy.
Right, sorry. I need to clear it. So just remind me of where you're at.
That's one thing the thief rogue should get as a bonus to initiative rolls.
You have
Why?
Dex, that's a
Oh, wait.
bonus.
You have Dex.
Oh, wait,
yeah, you
actually
have Dex.
No, as a subclass.
Can I just point out that
Because of
There's-
ranger, anyone with 5 Dex can do it.
but all three of the Dex classes have just rolled terribly on their
Like
initiative.
dog shit, yeah.
And they just get better.
Okay.
I mean,
Maybe
so,
the thief actually does. Hold on, let me check that shit.
I don't think it does.
D&D Beyond
Like
would know
it's
if it
late
does.
game, it's like you get. I think it happens late game. You also get a second turn at like level 19 or something.
Wait, Jamie. Sorry, you can say no to this, but could I replace that furthest guard's initiative with my portent?
I haven't rolled it yet. So.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your portent?
Yeah, it's a 6. So
Six.
I
Okay,
just
so it
I would
becomes an
like him
8.
to roll. I just like him to have a 6, please.
So he has
Smart.
+2. So that's 8. Quan, what's your initiative?
4 plus 1.
5.
5.
Someone roll for Pod, please. And Arvis, what's yours? Arvis is 7. Okay.
Oh,
I can roll for Pod. I'll find
Oh,
it. Oh.
yeah.
Okay. Pod gets
That's
a nat
much
20.
better. Yeah.
Amazing.
I rolled
Oh
10.
wait, can you guys see all these rolls now? 10 and 10.
Why is mine
Yeah.
saying 12? Mine is 10.
We can see the 10 plus 8 and the 20.
Why did I roll the 10 plus 8? Oh yeah, initiative.
So they're initiative.
Cool. I hadn't just assigned it yet. So.
Is this
Sending.
combat? Do we need combat music?
We do need combat. This is combat music. Okay, Pod is up first. I will control Pod because I have only your best interests at heart.
Are we still trying to, like, keep it on the down low and use non-sparkly magical stuff? Or is this a code red?
Maybe it's a bit of code red.
Maybe it's a bit of column A, bit of column B. Like, maybe not thunder or like, you know,
Loud, but
nothing terribly loud, but like, we do want to kill these guys.
Okay.
I don't think Are firebolts that loud?
They're just little
Okay.
No, but they're bright, right?
Alright, I'm gonna use all of the spells. I'm gonna step forward, and Pod is... How much movement has Pod got?
We're going to Sacred Flame and not use any resources. That's our healer you're using.
Let's step forward to run up to this guy. And is going to cast... What's the worst I could...
Spell slot using ability.
Are you sure? Okay, is going to cast Hold the Dead? Are you okay with that? Is that okay?
Sacred Flame, none
cantrip?
of them have taken damage yet.
Sure.
Doesn't have Sacred Flame.
What the heck?
Well, Toll the Dead would still be what, 2d8? 2d10?
1d8.
Better than using our
Oh, sorry,
It's level
2d8.
5.
Yeah. No, it's
2d8.
level 5. Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, fine. So, okay, cool. Gonna make a wisdom saving throw. Natural 1. So, utterly confused by this. He's gonna take 2d8 necrotic damage. Pod is gonna do 11 damage to this guy. As Pod runs over, surprisingly stealthy given everything, and like touches this guy. And you see the necrotic energy flowing from his arm into him, but he kind of grips his head, unsure. As this guy, immediately seeing what happened, begins to turn and run. Although it's not his turn. Mercy.
Yeah. So, like a cold wind, Mercy is going to burn a key point to do Step of the Wind, a bonus action dash, and he's going to get on the other side of him, 80 feet total. And then I'm going to do 2 attacks with the quarterstaff, and the first one I will burn my last key point to do a stunning strike. So, quarterstaff attack. 12.
12. 12 does not hit, as this person's prepared. It's the first person all night who's been prepared for your strike, and so manages to parry it away from you with shooting their sword.
Second attack.
So
23.
So stunning
hits.
stunning strike is when you hit, so you don't have to like preemptively burn it.
Yeah.
So I'll burn it on the 23. So con save.
On save, sure. Let me just double check.
I rolled hella good on that damage.
Ooh, nice.
They have rolled. Sorry, mine hasn't rolled yet. Could you hurry up? Hello. 2. So whatever that plus is, stunned. As their first one, clearly it was just a feint. You let them kind of think that they've blocked it. As they turn back to you, they're met by the crack of the bottom end of your quarterstaff, and this like sends shivers through them, and you see them just freeze for a second.
Okay. So I do the Gandalf, like hit him in the stomach and then whack him on the top of the head. Sit down, Grima, and that's 12 damage, and he's stunned, and that's my turn.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. I think this person probably has higher dex than Casimir.
I
14?
have 14, so we shall
Okay,
be fighting.
let's roll off again. We should roll off. I roll an 18.
I
You
rolled
can roll higher.
17. No.
No.
close.
Lucky. Okay. This is a bandit. Just a normal bandit. Just a regular dude. It's gonna make 2 attacks against Pod. Both of them. One's gonna be a 16 plus 6, which does hit. The other's gonna be a 5 plus 6, which does not hit. It's gonna deal 4 points of damage to Pod.
Pod has silvery barbs.
Yep, fine. I will have.
Do we want him using silvery barbs?
He's our healer.
Esky loves silvery barbs. He's always shouting silvery barbs.
True, he is.
I'm just role playing Esky.
Okay.
I've cast Silvery Barbs. And that means D20, 17 hits. 4 points of damage.
Remember, whoever just
You can
casts
give someone
Silver
else
Barb, you
advantage.
get and give exactly.
Yeah.
Advantage
Casimir?
to Casimir, who's next in turn. This guy's then going to attempt to run, and he's going to run 30 feet over here.
Attack of opportunity.
Silvery barbs.
Oh no, silvery barbs. Shit.
Oh, Casimir.
So the other guy is going next. I'm gonna try drop him.
He's stunned.
Oh, he's stunned. He's stunned till the end of his next turn. No, the end of his
End of
turn.
Mercy's next. Yeah.
End of Mercy.
I believe it's the end of my next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so both are reasonable targets, so we'll just try drop one of them. That is okay. That's good. That's this firebolt is what I'll use. So that's 15 plus 8, 23 to hit.
23 does hit. Yep.
So that's 2d10. That is a 5. It's a 6, which is 11 points of damage. It's a little green flame flicks out of his finger and hurtles towards the guy and smacks him in the back. I'll go for the one who's not stunned, who's actively running.
Okay. Yep. How much? So how much was that? Sorry.
11.
11. 11 points of damage. Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. As the green flame flicks up the back, see him kind of get caught by the back and kind of immediately lurch away from it as it scars past the armor, and you can, at the beginning of it begins to smell like smoke. However, there is a green flash from where you are. Casimir, can you make a stealth roll?
Oh no! Magic wasn't allowed.
Oh no. You have plus 10.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I would be moving after this, so that's 16. So he fires
Okay,
on the
I will
shots,
roll.
rolls 16, and then heads into buildings for cover.
Okay. May or may not. Something may or may not have happened.
Oh, I see. Done.
Okay. Next one. This person's stunned. So Atlas.
Bozo. Yep, I will move over towards here. I will use one of my who's the one that's been damaged the most?
This one's been damaged the most, and he's also the one not.
Yeah.
He's the one who's stunned. Sorry, he's not the one. He's the one who's not
Not-
stunned.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to mark him with my ranger feature to add at 1d6, and then I will take a shot against him.
Yep.
Okay. So
Is that advantage?
No.
It's done.
He's not stunned. That is a 13 to hit.
Yep. Hits.
Hits, okay. So that is the damage and the marking. So 20 damage total.
Is that?
Oh, sorry, no.
Sorry.
Sorry. 11 damage total.
Which one are you hitting? Sorry, this one or the most damaged one, right? The one who's running.
Yeah, the one who's running.
11
not
damage
stunned.
total. Yeah, absolutely. As the arrow slugs into the back, you see him like ignited by the flame, and this one is into the shoulder blade, and he's kind of begins to almost hobble a little bit. He's still standing, just.
Sigh. Right. Second course, same as the first. I will be shooting him again. Yeah, it's a 25 to hit on that one. So
25 hits. Yeah.
then he takes
Nice.
18 points of damage there.
18 points. Okay, yeah. This time, however, as you kind of take a second thing, it goes right up the center of where like his neck connects, and the arrow falls in, and he just falls flat on the floor. Flat.
All right, nice. I will end my turn. End my turn there.
Sure. End your turn, and then it's Arvisha next.
The time is now. Okay. So the other guy just died, right? Sorry, I was mildly distracted.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Quick F in the chat for that geezer. I'm gonna simply just double dash to get up to this bloke over there. And that will be it, actually. I can't move myself, DM. I've not put myself on the map, that's why, isn't it?
Yeah, I can do it for you.
Cool.
Okay,
No,
sorry, if you delete yourself.
Get rid of the old me, the new
Yeah.
me's back in town.
Yeah.
So I'll just sit here. That's my turn. 2 dashes.
Yep. Dash, dash, dash. Cool, Quan.
Yeah, I'm in the same position. I can't reach anyone, so I've just dashed.
Okay. Pod. Pod is up. Pod is gonna
Pod!
run over, and I'm gonna just do it again. Pull the dead. I'm gonna roll a wisdom check save for this guy. That's a fail, so it's 2d12 because he's taken damage. That's 8 points of damage as they are still stunned, and Pod reaches up and they clasp their hand around, and you see their heads beginning to ring, blood coming down the eyes. Mercy, still stunned, will be stunned until the end of your turn.
Cool. Yeah, just gonna hit him. 1, 2, 3. That is a lowest of 15.
Hits all 3 of them.
$14, 20 points total.
20 points. Yeah, this is enough.
Can I do
Yeah.
non-lethal damage, please?
Sure, this is enough. As a kind of beginning there, Mercy. Each blow, one just across the jaw, the next one down, final one just like into the temple, and this just knocks him unconscious on the floor.
Cool. Good.
Ooh, close.
You can come out of initiative order.
Whew. Good job. I don't know. Maybe someone might have seen the magic and tried to keep it under wraps, but...
Agree. We should get to the hovels. Free the Goliath. We may have been spotted.
Agreed. Let's get in there quickly.
Alright, let's pop over here. So look, we go into these buildings, I guess, Jamie, and look for the prisoners.
Do you want to do this?
Yes, I should probably speak to them. I will lead the way into where the Goliaths are sleeping.
Yeah, so as you approach, like, this place hasn't been well kept. It's little more than like a hastily thrown together piece of woods and tarp. And so, given what's happened outside already with the noise and the flashes, there's a little bit of stirring. Inside, it doesn't smell great. There are, I think, let's say 12 or 18. I myself with the number.
12 to 30. Oh, well, hold on. Sorry.
I just reminded myself of the number. Sorry. I think I did message you, Ben. Uh, 18 is the number. Yeah. 18 Goliaths kind of mostly chucked on each other, etc.
18. Yeah, I'll lead the way in, I suppose.
Yeah. Do you start waking them up? Like, they are totally disturbed, and they do like turn around to you. Sorry, as I say, if you want to wake them up, that's fine, or else they would eventually wake up, given the noise around.
Yeah, I will start kind of like the person closest to me, put a hand on and start like essentially shaking them gently awake.
One of them looks up and slightly similar reaction, honestly, to the kids. I look up, it's Deator, who you would have known, one of the hunters, not particularly close, but you all became close as the war went on, or the fighting. Looks up. Am I seeing a ghost?
I'm afraid you are, friend, but I'm all too real.
Kind of clasps your hands and pulls you up, and if you really help him up, he says, "Have they captured you too?" Or looks around and goes, "I don't recognize these."
Quite the opposite. I'm here with good news, brother. Me and my companions here, we've traveled here to kill Razor, and we've spent the last 10 or so minutes rescuing the children they had captured, as well as killing as many guards as we could see. Help me wake the others. They must know.
No, that's the first bit of good news I've had in... God, how long has it been? They're safe, each of them. I saw they still had... Cyril, she's fine.
As many as I could find inside. They are away now. Safe with a trusted person.
It isn't all of us. Some of us are below ground.
Well, we were going down next.
Well, you can see, by the way, that he's slightly wasted away. Clearly been hungry for a while. That, defiance hasn't gone from the eyes, hasn't been broken, but certainly there is... if you hadn't perhaps thinned their numbers, you might be unsure about how they'd fare against all the guards all at once. But nonetheless, as you begin waking them all up, there's similar things. Some people, Atlas, you knew better, some you greet, some you're high to, but without that impetus to obey based on the children's safety, they are all more than willing, and maybe through arrogance, maybe through negligence, they are all left with their tools, and pickaxes and axes are weapons as to themselves. So as you line up 18, a mixture of female, male Goliaths, Dator, Steph Storm, Mania, Freeman,
Timene there.
Timene missing.
All the gang.
As is Niall.
I'll, especially when waking up Niall, I'll kind of greet him. Niall, I'm afraid you're not rid of me yet, as I kind of wake him up.
Looks up and... I've woken up to uglier. Review immediately, and
I'll pull him into a tight hug as I kind of pull him up.
Goes, last I saw you had several arrows in your back, and you almost seem presses on it. I'm glad that you're still with us.
What's the vibe we're getting from this interaction? Does it feel like either these are close friends? Can we tell who these people are? Because Atlas hasn't told us very much about what relationship he had with his people.
I'd say... Yeah, sorry. Atlas, take it away.
Yeah, I can go for it. So a lot of them were kind of, I guess, like acquaintances, like, kind of good to see you're still alive, but kind of somewhat unfamiliar, maybe. But this one in particular, very familiar. The first one you see me kind of hug quite tightly as I wake him up.
Are we getting friend, family, like?
Friends.
Yeah, and I think this would be the third or fourth time you notice Atlas asked for a specific name whilst talking to people that isn't here.
And that name is?
Timene.
Timene, okay.
I said I haven't seen her since a couple of weeks in. She and some others were taken below ground. I haven't seen any of them since.
Well, if they were taken below, they were probably needed for something. She may still be alive.
Some of us, and kind of grits his teeth, were killed to fuel whatever is in that, points over to the storage hut in there. But I saw them. They made sure we see it. We saw it.
What, the storage hut near where we are now?
Sorry, like he's saying that where the blood magic is, that some people were killed for that, but it was in front of them. It's not like loads of people below ground.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can offer much more than hope, but I'm ready for revenge.
You and me, Niall, we stand on the last wall between hope and horror. Even if we look up at a poisoned sky, unblinking in our death, as long as we kill Razor, I'll be happy.
I grasp your hand. You and I both. Been a long time coming.
How many people do you think will be good for fighting? I don't want to doom everyone who isn't fit, and I don't want to cover for them when the time comes.
Looks around. Kind of whispers in your ear. I reckon about half of us should fight. The others will say they can, but maybe they're a liability to themselves if anyone else.
Well, if we take half, head south, destroy whatever it is that they've been funneling your essence into, that much you are owed, my brother. We stand with our backs to oblivion here.
And let's make sure it's someone else's.
Well, if we're going to, I'll greet people with Niall and make sure that those who definitely can't fight are told as much, and they're to remain here, or actually better yet, I'll tell them where the children have been sent to and tell them to go to that position as well. That which means Lara, if she wants to, might be able to come and rejoin us. But I'll ask Niall to help with that, and then I'll turn to the group. So, are we going south then in the end? I think we've done a pretty good job clearing up so far. We might as well. Casimir, you wanted to go south to disrupt the ritual.
I'm a little worried for the fate of any of your young that have been taken down there.
Absolutely.
And I believe there's merit in shutting off the crux of her weapon, destroying Severus, yes.
I think it's a good idea. And if we do have to go below, then we'll have some help from those fit and fighting from the Goliaths. Dawnbearer clan is not dead yet.
Glad to hear it. Do you feel they can deal with any remaining guards and Grom up here? Or they need our assistance? Can we head straight down, or do we need to stay in here?
Where's straight down? Where's the south entrance, DM?
The south entrance is this there. It's right next to where the children were being held.
Well, if we can give some help as we go past, maybe we can travel down with them.
Alright. And what of Grom? He was up here. One of Razor's generals? Will they be able to handle him?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to risk it, but maybe once Grom sees that we've killed everyone and the collateral's gone, and now he faces down a plethora of angry and now armed Goliaths, he might change his tune.
Well, my suggestion is that I suggest he lays down arms. If we can get to him.
I think it's a good start.
DM, do we know where Grom is?
I'll say based on your reconnaissance, you're aware that like this over here is where they stand. So like you've basically defeated the guards on everything except for the ones that guards the second dig site and the where the guards sleep, which is over here. So you imagine he's over here.
Okay. We don't really know much about him, like how strong he is or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
Just Jamie, quickly on the Goliaths. They all look pretty hungry, so Mercy will take out the rations. I assume they have rations. Can I give them out to 10 of the Goliath?
Yeah, each one kind of like grab it, thanking you, and like are slightly like respectful, but as soon as able, wolf it down.
Yeah. And
Um,
they'll kind of gesture to the others and say, just to the party, these folks look like they could use a meal if they're to fight more than we could. Each into your packs, quickly.
Yeah, what do I actually have in my pack? That's the question.
I'm
Should
afraid
have
I don't have
ration.
any food to share. I would if I did.
Well, I have 1 day worth of rations. So, yeah,
I've
sure.
got
I'll
5.
have my single 1 day. I'm a survivalist.
Check the quantity of how many of those you have, though. You may have more, because I took 5 along with me, maybe. So.
Oh, wait, no, I do have 10 times 1 day ration. Okay, yeah, cool. Well, I'll distribute that to anyone who looks like they need it, I suppose.
Likewise.
Well, to be honest, everyone, I think we should deal with Grom. I don't know how strong Razor's lieutenant might be, or one of her chiefs, but I wouldn't want to leave a bunch of till recently incarcerated Goliaths to deal with him, so perhaps we try that on the way down to the southern dig site and go from there.
Agree. He's an unknown quantity that, if left unchecked, we might find ourselves in a pincer between Razor and Grom.
I think it's a good idea to deal with him. And Mercy, Casimir, thank you for sharing your food with my people.
Don't need to thank me. It's the right thing to do.
Yes, and thank you for saving our little ones. It's time to repay what Razor has done with us, with fire and blood.
Saving the little ones, Casimir probably looks really guilty and looks to the side. But doesn't say anything.
Indeed. Now's the time to pay back. The one who stole your children, starved, burned, and beat you.
Hang on. Points at points at you.
Sorry, don't mind my companion. They can change their shape. It's incredibly. It's part of their skill set. They are incredibly effective at what they do.
Well, no mercy and no honor for those with none. Kill the gods, burn their camps for a change.
I agree.
Come quietly then.
Rather than stealth, I'm thinking maybe we just march up and be like, y'all, lay down your arms, else you getting set on fire.
Maybe we kill one. How many men does it take to deliver a message?
How about, right? We stealth kill these 2 guards. I can distract them with necromancy guy from the south, so we're not worried about them running off. Keep up on Grom and his heart. I can use some magical suggestion to tell him to lay down arms, because it has to be a reasonable suggestion. I feel like stand down or die is pretty reasonable. And we still have all the Goliaths ready to fight whatever we need downstairs. Yeah?
Yeah,
But
sounds good.
my only concern is that they're quite fanatical. Is Grom likely to surrender, knowing Razor's followers as we do?
I can only try a magical suggestion. It's some light touch mind control. It might work, it might not. If it doesn't, we kill him.
Good. Then I think you should try, and we should also be prepared with a plan B if it should fail.
Quite. Alright, well, let's keep going as we have been. Kill the guards on watch, and then try part 2.
1000.
For myself and finer people, could we make a quick recap of that, if that's okay?
Yeah. Well, so there's
you-
Grom, who's Rose's lieutenant, who's sleeping in this
Yeah.
here hut. He's probably the, only danger guy above ground, so if we just, drop the 2 guards watching the hut...
Oh
So-
shit! Sorry, we know where he is. I didn't know that. Where is he?
He's, here, beneath the 2 guardy
We can-
guys.
I can't see on the stream. Let me go over to.
It's
If
on
we-
Roll20, I'm pinging it. So if we kill them guards, sneak up on Grom while he's sleeping, I'm gonna hit him up with a suggestion that his, stand down or die, basically. So hopefully we can just take him in, and then we are free to go down into South Entrance.
Maybe if we
Cool,
have
if
the
we really
Goliaths
wanna
on
fuck this guy-
standby to set
Yeah.
their buildings on fire if he doesn't agree
Yeah,
while they're asleep, something
Sure.
like that. So
Sure.
sorry, I cut you off, Arvis.
All good. My name's Luke. There, you call me Luke because it'd be weird if my character and I had the same name. What I'm saying is
You are us now, dude.
thank you.
Nah,
Okay.
mate.
All right. All right. What was I saying? No, it's gone. Don't worry. Just the best idea in the world.
Dang.
When we sneak up on them, in case we roll any more nat ones, I use Necromancy guy from the south to be like, "Hey guys," and distract them. So, yeah.
Nice. And that was what my point was going to be. Sorry. Obviously, taking these 2 guys out as quickly and quietly as possible has been a priority. So
Yeah.
we get the jump on Monsieur and can start that dialogue from a point of advantage.
Yeah, them
And
Goliaths hang
negotiations,
back
so-
till we kill these guys, I think.
Yeah, if anyone's got a silent spell, for example, just fucking taste
Nah,
this time to
I
dump it.
think, guys, we have a dungeon crawl ahead of us, it sounds like, in the north entrance, so conserve your stuff. I'm nervous about this. And if Malik's ahead, we don't want to be long resting, so...
Yeah.
Maybe I've got some cool shit I can do because I'm a rogue and I don't have my resources tend to be just evergreen. So I'm just taking a quick look.
Pass without trace will probably fade after this encounter.
Yeah.
Considering we activated it when we first got into the camp, snuck down, killed people, snuck our way up, killed more people, snuck back down again. Probably gonna vanish fairly shortly.
Yeah, this upstairs is definitely a whole thing. I think we know what we're doing, right? Stealth rolls
Yeah.
around 2 and then kill boys.
Yeah, kill the guys. Maybe we throw their bodies at Brom's feet and say, "Fucking give up now."
Tight. Let's do it.
You are muted, Jamie.
Are you bringing 9 Goliaths and
No, they're
asking them to
hanging
make
back.
stealth rolls?
No, they're hanging back.
They're hanging back.
Yeah, they're gonna hang back until.
Okay, sure.
You can message them from a distance.
And is that part of my feat as a necromancer, as one sworn to the creed of the departed? I would like to use my undead minion, who, within a mile distance of me, I can telepathically give orders to that it must follow to the best of its ability. So
Okay.
as we are getting in position to make strikes, I'm just going to tell him to walk up to the guards from behind and be like, "Oh, hey guys, have you seen this?" And distract them a bit.
Okay. We will, with this plan about to go into motion, without going there, we will take a short 10-minute break as you attempt to burn down Rob is sleeping, threaten them, and then finally plunge below the earth to investigate the Arakocra temple to find Razor. And yes, a dungeon crawl. See you all guys in a bit.
21:24.
Dungeon crawl, baby.
All right. See you in 10 minutes. Bye.
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 Hello. We're back.
Hello, we are back, and we are joined by unable to clear Nomragon.
Mr. rubbing salt in the wound, man.
Look, when I whisper you and I get a DBM message saying has wiped on normal
There is no, it's only normal. There's no other version.
That's what the add-ons tell me.
Normal
It's
raider?
normal.
I don't know.
You're
if
a
I wanna
normal
play
raider.
Not even mythic. Not even mythic. We're doing
Is that the energy you want to bring to this D&D session? Normal raiding.
I feel thoroughly shamed.
as
Someone ring a
you
bell.
should. I need an ambulance, and it is for you. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Everybody is suitably drunk, hydrated, humiliated, and we are ready to jump back in. To catch those of us up who may have been otherwise engaged, you have defeated a couple more of the Ivory Forsaken, defeated a couple more of Razor's men, and you have freed the Goliaths, beating Niall, but not, and I'm never going to pronounce this right. Please tell me how to pronounce it, Matt. You have not found Taimene, who Atlas seems to have a specific interest in rescuing. You have 9 Goliaths who you have asked to wait behind while you go and attempt to ambush the remaining guards and one of Razor's lieutenants. And you have just Casimir has just asked Alwyn, the necromantic guard, to go and ask the others, and has distracted them. So you all have, I think you will all have advantage on the stealth rolls you're about to make to ambush the final set of guards. I think you have advantage anyway, but you also have +10.
We now can't fail our stealth roll because they're distracted, right? That's the goal.
If someone fails advantage +10, I will be impressed.
Advantage +10.
Does stealth roll?
Yes.
25.
21.
Well, Matt, let me show you the wonderful world of plate.
Wait, if I have disadvantage, doesn't that just make it a normal roll?
It's a straight roll, yeah.
Yeah. Ah, so 13, so, well, -1, 12, 23, 22, 22. I can't do maths.
A modest 35.
Okay.
Oh, you've used a first level spell because the group made me use a silvery barbs.
That's fine. Actually, oh no, I did use one with the Casimir thing. So yeah, that is a first level spell.
28.
Because I get one for free every long rest.
Holy, who is this paladin showing us the world of plate?
A nat 1 to a nat 20 for mercy.
God damn.
I did
Do
think that
they
means I'm down
see
2
us,
spell
dear?
slots actually.
They cannot see you because even rolling a 2 obviously gets a 21. No,
Wow.
you are stealthy. They are completely distracted. They are like motioning over to Alwyn, like, "Why have you left your post? What is wrong? Get back!" Clearly not okay with him, but that doesn't matter because I imagine they're about to get wrecked. So I will let you go in whatever combat you want.
Alwyn was told to show them this really cool beetle that he found. That's what he's on.
They're not convinced or moving. They're like confused and surprised. So you are more than welcome to take your surprise round.
It's a really cool beetle.
All right, competent
Let's
melee
go
combatants, can maybe you do this?
I'm happy to go first again, unless anyone else would like to.
Hop off, King.
Go messy. You're our open.
Okay, you know the drill by now.
Do I?
Lowest is a 20.
Which one are you going
Lord.
after? I'll put this one over here. This is that one.
That's pretty. It's pretty sexy.
The furthest one.
It's a lot of good rolls.
Oh, did the last one come through?
So many damages.
It did. 21, 28 points of damage.
28 points of damage. Cool. As Mercy again flies forward, each staff zone crashing into the back and like beneath the one takes him down to the knees, the other one into the side of the shoulder blade, the other one across the head, just like working up the body. That is a lot of damage. 7, 10, 9. Yeah, 26 minus 26.
It's
Cool.
him,
No,
Who's
it's
next?
two-handed.
Two-handed. Sorry. Wow. Okay. More damage. 9, 12, 7. So 20.
Maps.
28. 28. Maths is hard. 28. Who's next?
I'll go. I will, instead of my bow, I'll sheath that and I'll pull out the big great axe, and I unearthed my gift from Bahamut. And I will go for the furthest one, and probably just lay into him completely with my kind of ethereal platinum scale edge. Yeah, we're still kind of keeping it low key, so no lightning for now. So lowest is a 19.
They all hit.
That is 23 points of damage there.
Ooh.
23. Yeah. This one again. Both of you unexpectedly moving. Like emerging from it. It's spear, Mohammed, right? Or is it sword? Yeah.
It was a battle, great axe.
Oh, great axe. Yeah, this one slicing through the back, kind of getting a bit caught in the armor, but crashing down, and then there's the follow-up swing, just drawing like a bit of an X, each using your hips to get into it, and almost cutting him in two, almost, not quite, as he kind of like rushes forward, pushes forward a little bit, kind of reel back your axe, kind of crackling ever so slightly with energy and mixing with the blood from him. They are both looking really rough already.
I'll have Alwyn come and stab one of them from behind. I'm assuming what weapon are they using? What hit bonus should I add onto this, Jamie?
Alwyn. Wait, did you roll? Oh, Alwyn. I will say Alwyn is currently engaged with them. Does not have a surprise round.
But they can still attack, right? So it's my telepathic command.
No, it's your, yeah, but you're all in the surprise round. It's that they're not expecting it. They can't see it. So for him to draw his sword and go for it, like,
okay, well,
that's not a lot of a surprise.
Okay, I'll just stab one of them then. Which is a natural 20.
Hey.
Oh, hell yeah.
My
Nice.
tiny little rapier mosquito hit.
About to mosquito hit them right through the brain.
Oh, yes.
If it's the last hit point, it's still just as
I
important.
rolled a 7, so that's 14 plus. What's my next? 2? 16
Nice.
points of damage.
No, it's big hit. Big hit.
16. Okay, yeah. This time, as you come in, you watched Quan earlier. You know that actually you don't need to be big, you don't need to be flashy. Sometimes it is just about efficiency, and this is right up just beneath where kind of the spine meets the neck, and you slash down, connecting whatever tissue is there, and they kind of slip, immediately unable to control their lower half, and just fall to the floor.
It's like a
dead.
small motion. He does it kind of casually as he's walking past, and he goes to pat Alwyn on the shoulder and says, "Good job." As the others finish off the other guy, presumably.
Yep. Who's next?
Yeah, fuck it. Arvis is just going to just kind of like relatively slowly walk towards whichever one's distracted and looking in the worst condition. And he is going to pull out a piece of sharpened bone, an improvised weapon, and gritting his metallic teeth and glaring his red eyes, he's going to approach one that is distracted and just aim to in one of the lumbars of the lower back.
Go for it.
Why does Arvis have the most like brutal killings? Like splashing acid on people, shooting
wonder
them
why.
with bone.
I wonder why.
Acid, a bone shard.
In the lumbar spine.
He's trying to use the most improvised weapons because I've given him a mission.
It's a quest. This is just standard quest behavior.
No, but it's not just
that would
like a
be- Mhm.
pick up a log and beat the guy to death. It's like Jesus.
That is a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Let's roll some sneak attack damage, baby. It's an improvised weapon. Is it analogous to a dagger, or what would you class it as damage wise?
Improvised weapons is D4, right? Strength.
Dagger's 1d4.
No, but like an improvised weapon is 1d4. Always.
That's a good question. Yes, it is. Yeah. Interesting.
But you still got sneak attack. Right?
Interesting. I'm not sure actually. By definition, I think you need to be proficient technically with weapon, and I'm not proficient with it because I don't have Tavern Brawler yet.
It's okay. Quan will finish him off. Don't worry.
I must make the kill. In that case, yeah, fucking. How many vials of acid have I got in my inventory?
Not the acid
my
again.
God.
Question to
Not the
ask
acid.
yourself.
Oh my God. At what point do we start to get a bit uncomfortable with what's happening?
About
It's
one
only
vial
going
of
to get
acid
worse.
ago.
It's only going to get
I
worse.
was
He's just
before
gonna-
the acid. It was the children as bargaining chips that got me.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Oh, it was the caved in
if
skull.
you'd been replaced by Orin at this point, like I actually wouldn't. At this point, I would start thinking that like, is this Orin?
I need to go back.
Like, these guys are
DM,
fucking
what was
psychos.
DM, what was the condition again?
Attack people with
Okay.
improvised, have and kill people with improvised weapons. Like, I think the attack is fine. Fighting with improvised weapons is what I'm after. Killing is obviously like conditional or a whole bunch of stuff.
I'll kill people in melee combat as one of the conditions, so that's fine, right? I can just use the dagger for this.
Yeah.
Cool. In that case, fucking dagger. Let's go. Let's put some numbers on it, and it's with advantage because the guy's stunned. Also, it's surprised, right? Surprise round.
Yeah.
Comes out the back of that. Yeah, just 8 plus 8, so 16 piercing damage, all in all.
16 piercing damage.
That's correct.
Yep, that's enough. As Arvis comes up, so are you using the acid or are you using the bone spur?
This is actually just a dagger because one of the conditions was just killing
That's
people in
just
melee
in melee.
combat,
Yeah,
so-
absolutely. This time, Arvis gets up. This time, this is the person who Atlas came up with the blacks, and as they're kind of all going around, Atlas comes up. Sorry, Arvis comes up and draws kind of a line over their neck, and they just fall, slam on the ground with blood.
Before
blood
he falls away, Arvis just sniffs his hair.
You all feel deeply uncomfortable, and there is quiet. There is still. Every guard that you know is on duty has been dealt with.
Excellent.
Casimir maybe ponders
was-
if they should have traded him for one of Malik's at some point, looking at Arvis sniffing a dead man's hair.
We-
Says nothing.
Mercy's gonna go and quietly set fire to all of the guard huts.
Oh, it's happening right now.
Okay, then yeah,
I'll-
I'm gonna march in
I-
to where Grom.
Can-
is
Can I get the Goliaths to help Mercy? I'll like signal to them and be like, just follow that one.
Yeah, they walk over. So you're gonna walk into where Grom's sleeping. There's
Yeah,
like he's
Mark
just a bit
is up.
apart from.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you just open the door, there's like him and about, based on this, how many other guards are there going to be? There are 8 other guards in there,
Oh shit.
honestly.
Is Grom asleep?
Yeah, they're all sound asleep.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna
excellent.
I'm gonna go for maybe the wild play. I'm gonna ignore the fact there's 8 other guards in there, and I'm gonna march up to him and like slam my foot down, like between his legs, grab his shirt and pull him up, and sort of like bear down at him.
How
And-
carefully do you look at the surroundings around him?
Carefully enough to make sure there's not like a fucking tripwire or something, but like,
Well, no, I was gonna ask you to make a
Just
perception check in that case.
yeah, this is, this is a man's sleeping hut. Okay, that's 16 minus 1, 15.
Okay, I'm gonna make a roll. I just need to beat yours, so we'll see. I didn't. I rolled a 14.
Ooh.
You might want to do
Close.
something about the sword directly next to his wrist where he's sleeping.
Okay, in which case I will, yeah, sure, grab his shirt with one hand, and with the other hand I'm going to take his own sword and like put it into the kind of angle it so it grazes past his throat to wake him up and like sticks into the ground next to him.
As he wakes up, kind of like he seems to flinch away from it a little bit, and his eyes snap open.
If he
Clearly,
starts
like
to yell,
fairly
you'll be like,
ready.
Ah? No. Do you know who I am?
His eyes narrow, kind of very amber eyes. You see him like now, fairly intimidating. Like you get the sense that he's ever so slightly curious about what's happening. It's the only reason he's not immediately free from your grasp. Like muscles are flexing immediately beneath this shirt as you kind of pick him up, and you sense that it's like a cornered tiger.
Yeah, Casimir maybe puts on a bit of a show here. I think he himself is a bit intimidated. But anyway, he's gonna look...
Yeah, no, he looks at you. He says, "Sir Montague," mockingly. So what do I owe the pleasure?
Gonna pull him in closer and be like, it doesn't really matter, I suppose, because come tomorrow, I'll be the one who's killed Razor Jalen. But not necessarily you. You see, I have this hut surrounded, and by the sounds of it, the rest of them are burning already. Your Goliaths are freed, their children sequestered safely away, and I have allies innumerable in the immediate vicinity. Now, you can walk away from here with your life, or you can resist and die. I suggest you take the former, and I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Sure. To whether or not is it currently burning? How much is the fire?
What is on fire right now? Because that's very tight. If he's doing this and it's already on fire.
I would have told them to just follow Mercy's lead. So Mercy has started setting things on fire. All the Goliaths have followed them.
Mercy is going to try to kill every single person who works for Razor. They are an aberrant. Their destinies have been corrupted by Razor. They cannot be allowed to leave this camp alive. They must be killed. Mercy would red wedding the shit out of these guards.
So shit's
Okay.
on
It's
fire. So maybe
not good, but
Yeah.
burn them alive, and if they get out, he would kill them swiftly as they're on fire, trying to escape.
I'm
Not to do a whole bunch of rolls.
Well, so I'm running on the assumption that this is a reasonable suggestion as per the requirements of the suggestion spell. I'm telling him to surrender or die, right?
Yeah, no, I'm probably going to roll it's reasonable as well, so I will make the saving throw at disadvantage given what's currently happening.
Mm-hmm.
What's the roll?
It is a wisdom saving throw, and my DC is 16. And if that fails, I sort of hope
Okay.
I've been scary enough.
So I
that
rolled
he
a-
doesn't, kill me.
So I rolled a 13. He has a +3, so that's 16, which
Mm-hmm.
succeeds. And then the second one is 12.
Oh.
So he's then there. There's like a bit of shaking. There you sense there is like murderous intent to grab the hand. And then like as whatever battle of wills was occurring, slumps. Looks up at you. Fight is gone. And just kind of growls. You win.
Good. He's gonna drop him to the floor, release his shirt, and stand up holding Rom's sword, I guess, and gesture about the room and say, "Tell your men to stand down. Don't make a scene when they awake. Maybe get out of the hut before it burns down. Surrender yourselves to my friends outside."
Are those different suggestions?
No, this is just me talking to him. Suggestions like, the surrender or die has happened, right? This is a like, you've surrendered, here's how this works.
I wonder how long the spell continues though. Is that
8 hours. I mean,
8 hours? Okay, no, fine.
He's,
Yep,
he's
okay.
surrendered, right? So This is the you know.
Like it's kind of hard to wake up, kind of shouting at the others, and as each one wake up, get outside, stand in a row, attention, and they each kind of groggily stand up. He's kind of putting outside. They start leaving. Mercy, you see some semi-naked, some wearing like undergarments, walking out of this kind of one by one in format. About 9 in here. The rest of them outside you've dealt with. Followed by Grom and Casimir walking behind. Casimir carrying a rather wicked-looking sword with jagged edges.
He looks really pleased with himself. He looks like a cat who's just fucking snarfed some food off your plate.
I think at this point, Mercy would have transformed into the shape of a Goliath, which looks very similar to Atlas, just so that they're not mistaken for one of the guards by some of the other Goliaths, and sort of as seeing that, says to Casimir, so you're going to order them to kill each other, yes?
No, I've ordered them to surrender. Now it's up to the Goliaths and, well, the rest of you. I had to keep it reasonable. I didn't think your friends would be on the side of a friendly enough suggestion to make the spell work. But they are surrendered, so... They want to keep their lives. Tie them up, do whatever. Return them to Fort Jarrow in chains. It's all on the table. They're prisoners of war.
Well, the question is, what would the ransom be?
Teresa, nothing. She doesn't care.
Can I try and do a quick weave read, Jamie?
Yeah.
Just like a one action one. I realise that might be a bit difficult. But basically, Mercy would be trying to understand how deep these 8 guards are in with Razor.
Mm-hmm.
And whether they can go back to normal destinies afterwards.
Sure.
I got a 6.
You don't know. Given everything that's happened, your connection to the Weave,
Yep.
you can't make this quick a prediction about this many people.
Yep, okay. Mercy points to any one of them, the furthest one on the end, and says, would you follow me? I need some help putting out this fire.
Looks over to Grom. Grom nods. And they go over and seem to begin trying to help you. What do you do?
Okay. I go around the back of the nearest building. I point at one of the burning doors or something, and then I go up to the guy and snap his neck as much as I can. I can roll damage, or I can,
No, I'll just let this happen. That's fine. Given the situation we're in, Mercy, do you re-emerge? What do the others do?
I think
What's happening with everyone else?
I'm going to sidle up to Atlas. Maybe give him this spiky old sword. Because Quan has a nice sword, right? He doesn't look like he's in need of a new weapon, I'm assuming. Yeah, okay. So, maybe hand it over to Atlas and say, this is probably yours to do with as you wish. And so too for the guards and Grom, I suppose. You and your people.
I'll go, Niall. You and everyone in this camp has suffered at his hand enough, and I'll throw the sword to him. You decide what to do. You decide what to do with it.
The implication was that you used that to help us kill Razor. I mean, fine.
I have a better sword in mind. Well, as I kind of pull out this kind of semi-ethereal great axe,
gonna look at Niall. Can we have that back afterwards, please? Sorry, just you know.
Yeah, I'll tell Niall. No, I'll tell Niall. I think the irony of using this weapon to kill Razor's men will not be lost on them. However, we should not keep it afterwards. Nothing of stain to remain.
So, do you intend to kill all of these men?
I'm that.
Well, so okay, I explained how the suggestion works insofar as they're surrendered, right? And that the plan was to go in and tell them, you know, if they want to keep their lives. I don't know if does taking them
I
break
would
it? I feel like
suggest
that breaks it.
It would break it, probably the thing. Second, they would fight back. Secondly, there are 2 members of your party, a cleric who perhaps doesn't fall in line with their beliefs, and secondly, a paladin who may well consider it be part of breaking their oath.
I was about to say,
They're
what is probably
surrendered
leaning
men,
back,
right?
watching
Like-
this.
No,
They're
Jimmy
surrendered
didn't say
men.
the O word.
The O word. The big O.
Certainly, butchering men who have surrendered as vigilante justice does not necessarily fall within the line of tier. Death may be the sentence these men deserve, but I don't think, Juan, it would be up for
There's not an
it would be
honest death.
be up for you to disperse it. Mercy, of course, serving Zabras has different moralities and alignments, as do many of you do. But I would point out that as DM, I would be amiss in saying that I don't think 2 of your party might have an issue with straight up butchering these men, and certainly their gods might as well. I'm just going to grab a drink while you think on that.
Is there a way that
order Arvus was going to kind of complain during Casimir and Atlas's exchange? Blade in mind. Blade in mind. Have you checked them? Have you kept their secret blades in mind?
No.
You've never been a captive before, have you, mate?
No, I've just
And
taken them out.
Albus is going to proceed while he's speaking to just go and like basically pat these guys down, just to make sure nobody's got a cheeky little dagger.
All right, make an investigation.
Gladly.
What is just kind of watching, and he's like leans over to Quan for a second. He's just like, "Boy, that escalated quickly."
18.
You whispered it too quiet, Eskia, couldn't you?
Sorry,
You said-
he whispers, "Boy, that escalated. This has escalated quickly."
Well,
I didn't.
they've surrendered. I mean, that's good that we don't have to.
He kind of does. He looks at everything that's on fire. The various bodies with them, like stabbed through the lumbar with a bone. Another guy with his neck snapped, and it's just like he's just looking at it. He's just. I guess I knew that people were gonna die. I just this is it's quite dark now. I mean, it's war, but it's dark war.
Well, I think compared to the number of innocent souls that Razor has and is planning to murder, this is a small price.
You
Well
can see that
said.
he's like there's slight conflict behind his eyes. Like he feels much more. He feels happier that he's been given a bit of like. You've steered us a little bit. He feels less concerned, but he clearly is slightly perturbed by the brutality of everything that's been going on recently.
help me put these men in the cabin. We'll lock the door and burn them.
Eyes go wide. Can't you just I don't know, kill him in a way that isn't burning him
I
alive?
think just locking them should suffice, Mercy. I don't think burning them alive is really necessary.
No, I was assuming we were binding their hands, and sort of sending them to Valara or something.
Look,
Sending them to Fort Valor for trial.
we don't believe that they can be allowed to be killed. Allowed to live. They have been touched by Razor. Their destinies warped. They cannot be allowed to leave this place without damaging the weave.
How about we sort that out after we've killed Razor, maybe?
I'm not saying that they shouldn't die. I'm just thinking that, perhaps there are ways to do it that aren't quite so, dare I say, evil?
No, I just don't think we should murder them in cold blood after they've surrendered. That's I think we should probably just any emotions to like ropes or whatever and move on.
Well, Quan, your argument is very compelling, mate, and I, as something, like to think of myself as a centrist, so I do propose that we break 2 limbs of each man, and it should leave them alive, able to fend for themselves under conditions, and sustain.
Well, I was going to
no,
short, rather than maiming, perhaps we might tie them up and leave them to the goliaths to hold and watch over until we return.
I don't think the
Not
Goliaths
how
would be that
watch
friendly, but
over
that's
an
not really our
ox.
problem.
Niall
Just feel like-
says, I thought that was the plan too. We watch them and make sure they don't come after you.
Yes.
That
Yes.
works well. For now, I think we leave them in the Goliath's care. Especially since we're on time limit to kill Razor.
1 o'clock. Malik's racing us. We don't have time to think about ethics of all things. I hate ethics. Boring.
All right, well, who's got rope? You're not using mine. I've got too many uses for it.
There's rope around.
There's rope around. Yeah, there's rope around. Don't worry.
There must be a lot
You
of rope.
you bind them all. I'll say I'm gonna message Matt something.
Oh no.
What I will say, suggestion is a concentration spell. So presumably at some point in the next 8 hours.
Correction. It is not.
No, I swear it is.
I'm pretty sure it's not, weirdly.
Suggestion, concentration up to 8 hours.
Fucking bullshit. Let me look at this.
Duration, concentration up to 8 hours. Yeah.
Unlucky.
Yeah, presumably this will break at some point in the next 8 hours, as I will inevitably take damage. So I will maybe say we should tie up Grom and gag him, so he can't incite rebellion once that wears off and he's very, very tied up.
Of course.
We'll
Yeah.
tie them all
Tie
up,
up.
leave them with the Goliaths, go below.
That's the plan. And then you're having the other group, Chetley, the Blackwater Bounty, guard the northern exit. So you have guards on the south and northern exit, should anything happen.
Mhm.
Any instructions you're giving?
I'm going to instruct Alwyn to help on the northern entrance, and if Razor or any guards come up and ask for a report, he will report that there is nothing of note and everything is fine.
Of course.
Can I whisper something to Niall?
Yeah. What would you like to whisper?
Yeah. I'll message you. Which you can share if anyone wants to overhear.
I mean, I want to overhear, but I feel like that's
I'll say Mercy is tactful in choosing a time when other people aren't around, rather than everybody knowing every whisper that happens.
But I want to know, DM.
Or tough. DM then.
I've done that. I didn't like it.
So, anything else anybody would like to know, talk about, or do before you proceed down? And which entrance are you going in, north or south?
Are we
This
going
is
south?
important.
I think
Save
south,
the
see what's
child.
going on for the see what's
Yeah.
going on
It's
with
an
the
important
ritual, save the
50-50 decision
kids.
that you have no context for.
Yeah, Razor came out the north, but we go down here, we fuck shit up. It might weaken Razor / spoil her plans, and then we can go and kill her.
If we're really worried about Malik, we could use our devil letter now and be like, yo bro, go fuck them up and delay them.
Yes?
Yeah.
No? Maybe.
I don't think we're that worried. Are we that worried?
They're within 1,000 feet. Don't know anything beyond that.
Yeah.
We could also maybe set a trap for Malik, slow him down.
He's already ahead of us, we think.
Uh,
I could send. Oh, I know we gave Alara our sending scroll. Yeah. F.
Thumbs up, Ben.
Okay, no, let's just go. Let's go south. Let's do our thing and go fast. Try to avoid long rests and just zoom.
Okay. Going below ground. Each of you takes your step. It is dark down here. Who has dark vision? Call it out.
DM, just to check, is this darkness non-magical but darkness, not dim light darkness?
I do.
Non-magical.
Okay, human.
Me.
Dark.
But darkness, not dim light darkness.
Darkness. Like, starts off as dim light, but it is dark. Unless you have a torch or a light or some ways to see, you are blind down here.
I think you'll find that everyone is illuminated by the light of Pelor. On my
True.
sword.
Who's
The light of
Pelor?
who? Who's Pelor?
Your mum.
Oh wow! Ben, I didn't realize your mother was the god of the harvest and the morning sun.
Well, that's what her nickname is, if you know what I mean.
Nice.
In that case,
so
if there
enlightened.
is a torch and a light, I will move ahead of the party by how far is the light and then the dim light of a torch again?
It's like 20 feet of bright light and 60 foot of dim light, I think, if I remember correctly.
That's a whole lot of dim light. Let me take a look.
30? 30 feet?
No, so 20 light and then 20 dim. So 14
Okay,
total.
fair,
So
fair,
I'll
fair.
be
That
like
is a lot.
60 ahead of the group, I guess. Looking for traps as one delves in the dungeon.
What's
I think I also have the light cantrip as well.
So, if you'll let me fucking get to it, at the beginning of the dungeon, which, you know, is just a tunnel that doesn't go anywhere. This is the mind part. As I said, you are right next to one of the openings onto the sea. This area as well was meant to be hidden. You don't know what precautions were taken to hide this artifact, location, building, whatever exists beneath here from the giants that invaded. So you are cautious, and the sediment and the constant to and froing of the tides here, driven by the winds, Dukai's non-existent moon, cause you're not sure how deep this goes, and this is what's been excavated. This is what has been dug. So therefore, the part you're going through now, there's occasional support beams. You see illuminated. It is very much dug, chiseled, formed by those who aren't familiar with this. Some of you, lucky enough, Pod, Casimir, if he's traveled there. Others may have been in tunnels made by more industrious creatures, more familiar with diving. This is the work of those who are forced to be here, and you are slightly concerned that at any point I could just say rock spawn and you will die, but I will not. I promise. And as you walk down, it starts getting cold. As you get further and further underground, you slightly shiver. There are the occasional sign of distress, either limbs, bones poking out of the ground. Not often, but sparse. Clearly, this tunnel wasn't made without loss of life. Atlas, you can't help but worry. No, this isn't. Sorry, this is roleplay. However, further and further you get down. You probably walk for about 10 minutes, and it's not straight down, but slightly weaving back and forth in this tunnel, until you come across a slightly opening out of the tunnel. These is still just clearly chiseled. This clearly was found and then expanded upon this chamber. It's uneven, it's unclear, but ahead of you is a door. A large iron door set with carvings and a pedestal nearby with 4 gems scattered around it. Not replaced in clearly the pedestal does there. Clearly someone did this, thrown out, rejected by it. And whatever awaits you beyond, you cannot see or hear. Looking at the door, there are 4 slots that these gems clearly go in. Even the most basic, if you would, presume that some order of these gems go into this door to open it up.
The
to
most
give-
basic of us.
Yeah, whoever you may turn it to
Up to
be.
your interpretation.
It's
Are you
so
thinking
fucking
of
rude.
when you say that? Out of curiosity.
I don't know why you would assume it's
Possibly
you.
common. Yeah, why would you assume? Yeah,
You're not assuming.
No one's assuming anything. It's just rude.
Why are you implying that we would assume?
Why is our DM calling us basic, man?
Actually, he was only calling a certain number of us basic.
Only
there is
3
at
of
least
us are
one of you. Only one of you I consider basic. Work it out yourself.
There's actually 6 of us. So who's basic now?
I said at least one of you I consider
You
basic.
said 5. So there's 5 of you. At least one of. Anyway,
mean,
tell us
Casimir-
about the gems.
Yeah.
There are
Yes.
some gems and
There
they come in the
are.
door.
There are some, yeah. So, inscribed. What is the language of the Aarakocra? I am.
No.
Does anyone speak the language of the Aarakocra, or am I crazy?
Well, we had
I
a.
speak them.
Yeah.
You do?
I do. I live with them. I
Let's
speak
do a commentary.
Auron and Giant Owl.
In the dance of the heavens, this is inscribed. In the dance of the heavens, the winds whisper secrets to the earth. Seek the symbols that tell the tale of our beginnings. We'll put that in player chat.
Oh no, it's a puzzle, guys.
It's a puzzle, but it's based on their history.
Wish I'd kept goat now.
I know
I
about
failed history
history.
class.
I've read loads about the people of these lands before we came out. May I make a roll that solves the puzzle for us?
No.
May I make a roll that helps
Yeah,
inform the answer to the puzzle?
Would you like to hear the puzzle before you decide how easy or hard it is?
I thought that was it. Okay, yes.
No! I haven't told you the diamond colors. I haven't told you what
That's
the murals look
pre-puzzle.
like. That's the
Oh.
pre-puzzle.
Okay, sorry.
All right, let the man speak.
On the mural, there are 4. An Aarakocra soaring high into the sky, with a glyph next to it. A volcano erupting. Group of Aarakocras building a temple. Then there is a full moon shining brightly. Among these gems, there is a diamond, entirely clear. A ruby, red, sapphire, and one that seems to glow with the light of Horologium, the star.
What colour's the sapphire?
Purple. The reason. Okay, the most basic question from the most basic thing.
I have so much intelligence, please.
Between Casimir's
Well,
intelligence and my
I'll have
overwhelming
to
wisdom.
know.
We are so brainy. Yeah. By our
But
powers
wait,
of
both the
light.
wisdom-
there's more. I have proficiency in a jeweler's kit.
Oh my god.
Oh, tell us how faceted are these gems? Are they good quality? Are they beautiful?
How valuable are they?
What carrot are they?
They're very
Is it worth
valuable,
just
actually.
is it worth just taking them and selling them and not doing the rest of the quest? Like
Oh, that's a
would
good point, dude.
would it outweigh the reward that we would be given?
If I say yes, does that make it more interesting? Your choice.
Okay, we have.
You just take
definitely,
take him
definitely
after.
makes it questionable for Ark. Yeah, I was about to say Armus will definitely change his mind.
All right, run it
no,
down.
no, no.
Jeweler's tools. Investigation. When you inspect jeweled objects, your proficiency with jeweler's tools aids you in picking out clues they might hold.
Yeah, each one of these gems represents a color associated with each of the murals I described. Work it out.
So I don't want to be an idiot. But the red one goes in the erupting volcano,
Volcano.
right? They all go in a slot.
Yeah,
What were the murals again?
There's like
The
a
Aarakocra soaring.
Aarakocra soaring high in the sky, a volcano erupting, a group of Aarakocra building a
Starlight.
temple, and a full moon shining brightly.
Well, the moon. We don't have a moon in
Alright,
Lakai,
okay.
do we? So that's probably Horologium, which is the star. Do we have a moon
Yeah.
in Lakai? We don't have a moon, do we?
No.
That's DM. Do we have a moon?
Would it be a world-building fail if I said I haven't considered the moon yet?
How would we know what a moon is?
No,
if
you
there's
don't
no
have a moon yet.
Is there a
Yes,
moon?
you have a moon. Yes, there is a moon. It's
So
called
the-
the moon. It's called It's an asteroid.
What shape is the moon?
The same
Colour
as
is the moon?
any other
Square.
asteroid that has bonded with a celestial object.
What, flat like the planet?
Does it like orbit that way or like around?
It orbits opposite to Herongium at all times. And at some
Opposite.
point you will go there because this is now Final Fantasy. No, kidding.
Okay, so the moon may be the clear one, or it may be the Horologium one, but probably the clear one if we do actually have a moon and it's not the star.
DM,
What's
I have a
moon?
request. Can you give me a clue so I can take part in this, given that both my player and my character int is really low?
Yes, I'll give you. I will send you a clue. You can.
Because like,
Oh, wow. Is that it?
No. You haven't heard
I
the clue yet.
I respect that.
yeah, fuck you.
Okay,
You just typed the volcano is the red one. Fuck you, Jamie.
okay, no, guys. The sapphire is the blue
Nice.
sky. Sapphire is the blue sky. The clear one's the moon, and then the temple is Horologium, the sparkly one.
Sure, let's try it. What? Yeah. Maybe that's the answer.
Do I know, as someone who, was familiar with Aarakocra temples, would I know if there's a penalty for getting this wrong, like they get electrocuted to death or something?
There might be. You've experienced some of these. There is some consequence to getting it wrong. Yeah.
All right, well, maybe we shouldn't brute force this. Like,
Casimir's
does
gonna
anyone
brute
actually
force
know?
it. He's gonna pick up the gems and be like, I hate the fucking vagaries of these things. Why bar the door to something with a puzzle a 5-year-old could guess with luck? And I'm going to put the red one in the volcano one, the blue one in the sky, the clear one in the moon one, because we do in fact have a moon, yeah? And the sparkly one in the temple.
Okay. Congratulations. You've solved the first level puzzle.
Hooray!
Each
job.
one goes.
Them up immediately.
We beat Razor.
Can I have plus
The
one to my
door-
intelligence, please?
No. The door flashes in a bright of light and almost goes completely dark, and then small pinpricks of light appear, mirroring the night sky of Lukai above, with each faraway star mirrored, and the door slides open, with each of the gems being embedded and spread into the mechanism. Ahead of you, this is clearly the entrance to whatever what Razor and you are seeking. It is a wide expanse underground. The opening underground, maybe it wasn't once underground, chamber to the Aarakocra temple. The ceiling above you, to this day, magically enchanted to mimic the night sky. Stars, comets gently streak across. You can see the vague light of Prodigium on one side as it almost seems to be peeking up the most southernmost part, but isn't. On entering the chamber, there's the elaborate Wenson way, intricately carved with images of Aarakocra flying, fighting, and you kind of look out at an entrance hall with 4 doors leading off. Each one a snaking corridor. You are welcome to travel down each one, and I can tell you what you find down each one, but you have 4 choices ahead of you. You can use whatever information you ask for to decide which way to go.
What's Malik Radar saying?
I am no longer able to do that. Because I have
Ouch.
used. Oh, actually, hang on. Let me check. Bells. Yeah, no longer able to do that. It's my 2 second-level spells for the day.
So we saw the twins coming in and out of here, right? DM?
Yes.
Can we see any signs of like footsteps through dust or like a path more trodden recently?
That's a survival check.
Casimir will probably tell the gang that what he reckons they should look for. Look,
Oh,
help.
Yeah.
help action.
I'll heed Casimir's advice, and if I could make a roll as well separately.
Please do it separately. I have a -1 to survival.
Okay.
Can I not
I would like to
investigate?
also just do a quick eyes glow green. Are there any other than Atlas? Are there any undead within 60 feet?
Any undead within 60 feet? Not that
Yeah.
you can see? No. Not that you are able to perceive with that spell.
Might as well make a check as well. Casimir, I only got a 13 on my survival. I only got 13 on my survival.
I'm giving you help, Atlas.
Oh, help. Cool. I'll roll again. No. Even worse. Rip.
Sorry,
So
my help isn't very good.
13.
This is an ancient, well-used, well-worn temple. Much of the dust and dirt that fills the floor has clearly been traipsed over by various animals, creatures.
I rolled a 15. If I can make it an investigation, it's a 24.
You made a 24 with investigation rather
Yeah.
than... This is specifically survival rather than investigation. What is your survival?
15.
Wait, I have a very high survival as well. Could I potentially also give it a go?
Yeah, you're more
Is
than
it
welcome
really
to roll.
survival looking for like stuff in a
You're looking for
building?
traps.
I only got
It's not the
You're
wilderness. It's indoors. It's like
I only got a
dust
13.
movement and stuff, and you know.
Survival is very explicit about looking for tracks as an ability.
Stupid.
Your attempt, yeah, investigation is more like making deductions, which I can argue and I agree, but I'm asking you for survival.
So 15.
Yes,
Sorry,
but
15
no.
in all of you. I will say that with that, there have been excavations done. As you look around each temple, you've done it. Some of these tunnels were clearly caved in. I will say that the one far to the right is the one that doesn't seem to have been dug. Depends how far down you go, but I'll say, given the reasonableness that you guys travel down it, the one on the far right, so the 4th one, hasn't had any excavation done to it. This tunnel was clearly preserved and continued to go. The other 3 have all had work done to them to clear them out, which a character of Casimir's intelligence would perhaps deduce that you would take the path of least resistance first. So whatever you're looking for, or whatever Razor was looking for, wasn't found in the 4th corridor. Because otherwise, why would you excavate the others?
Yeah, indeed. Okay. And does there look like any kind of recency bias on the others?
The middle two.
He'll make like Gandalf and be like, that way. The air smells rather less foul down that way. Don't know which one though. I guess we just pick one of them. Flip a coin, maybe?
Yeah, flip a coin. There's a coin on them.
Mercy, which way does fate say we should go?
Let's see. 15? I think I need a 17 or higher, don't I?
Oh, I thought you were just rolling like even should go one way or should go the other. That's how you let fate decide.
No, because I don't have a fate. And I can't read Casimus, so... I say... I am sorry. At this point, the Nexus is so tangled that any decisions are virtually unknowable.
I just meant flip a coin.
I think we should go right.
Right it is.
Good guess.
Why would you flip a coin?
Because if fate wanted us to go that way, then fate would give us a heads.
But what has fate got to do with currency?
It's a probability thing. As they walk down, he's going to explain probability theory and posit how that must relate to the weave because X, Y, Z.
Mercy tries to counter and argue that fate has absolutely nothing to do with how a coin turns on its head.
I think they get a lecture on Bayesian probability until we find something interesting in the title.
Yeah.
And statistical models, maybe, as well as where we segue on to.
I've told you my awful Bayesian stats joke, right, Code? I think I have.
Please share it with the stream.
I won't share it with.
Boo! Tell us.
A statistician says there's a 60% chance it's raining. A Bayesian statistician walks outside, walks back in, and says, "Wanna bet?" Haha.
That's actually pretty funny.
At uni, it was BAE, Bayesian statistics. Right.
Let's play
We
Dungeons
are and are so cool. So let's do the cool thing we were doing, which is rolling dice and pretending to be dragons.
You're pretending to be a dragon right now? I haven't been doing that.
In the next chamber, a sleeping dragon.
I pretend to be it.
In their human form, they're hot, like Lady Presta.
Is there actually a
Please
sleeping
tell me you
dragon
get that
here?
reference.
Oh.
No, but
I
please tell me
don't.
you get that reference. You don't get that reference?
Oh,
I
tell us
obviously
what's
get
in
that
the
reference.
Yeah, Esky obviously gets the reference. Ahead of you! As you move in, there are this room, as you enter the next thing, is a as you move further down, it is no longer dug out of dirt, it is carved into stone. And the clear remnants of this building are easier to see as you move further and further. The stone masonry becomes more and more intricate at this people's handiwork. Yeah.
Did you just say the queer rubble?
That sounds like a band name.
Did anybody else hear that? I don't remember what I said, but it wasn't that.
Well, I want to know what it was supposed to be, but
I don't remember.
what could it be?
What adjective
clear
did you
rubble?
possibly use? Clear rubble. That sounds. We have
Clear.
the VOD, we
Doesn't-
can find out.
Wait, I think I said clear.
No, but like you were describing the rubble.
It is clear. The
How
handiwork.
can rubble
from-
be clear? I mean, to be honest, queer is like a better word to describe rubble than clear.
Very old fashioned.
Strange
Does
rubble.
check out.
Yeah. Clear rubble maybe could be our adventuring group name.
We found a name, boys. Finally.
Wasn't it the demolition something? I thought that was again.
No, that's not.
Demolition
No, wait.
Coalition is a good one.
Demolition Coalition versus Queer Rubble.
Let's keep
I think
workshopping this
Demolition
one,
wins that
guys.
one.
Sorry, I've
Wait,
distracted you. Please keep
That's-
describing the rubble.
That's fine. This is when, on the way back from the Critical Role show, me, Matt, and Cleve were locked in a tube for about half an hour and just spent the entire time workshopping shitty
Going
boy
mad.
band names. Anyway, this room with the clear indication of Atlas's people's handiwork and excellence in crafting stone is a large chamber in which inlaid into the walls are neatly carved large stone nests. 6 of them, 3 on each side, lining this room with a door at the end.
Like nests with twigs and various like actually
Carved out of
carved-
stone. Yeah.
Is this another high security puzzle?
Is there anything in the nest?
I tell you what, if I ever have a vault
probably
of
roll for that.
important objects, I won't be locking it behind a crossword.
I'm gonna quickly go grab a drink while you roll roll for if you want to investigate the nests.
I'm going to investigate
Maybe-
the nest.
Fine.
Maybe
I
we all just
investigate
sit
the
in a
nests.
nest.
Oh shit! Got lucky.
Tuck me in, guys.
Can anyone lay eggs?
Are these like Arakoa?
Is that a serious question? Are you
Arakoa
asking me if I can
beds?
lay an egg? Atlas?
Maybe we're in the barracks. Maybe this is where they all slept.
Never
Kind of
knew.
looks at the nest. I'm guessing it doesn't look particularly luxurious or comfortable. He's not here, but yeah.
Oh, it's made of stone.
Here we go.
19.
We lost Luke.
I feel
Right.
like this isn't the.
Sai's in charge now.
This isn't the.
Sai, why are there
comfiest.
nests in this room?
So just tell us the door opens and we can go to the next area quickly.
I haven't said the door's locked.
Well,
I wish to clarify.
At no point did we try. I actually did. I had a friend, a guy who I worked with who was also a DM, and he said that he had a puzzle with a door where they tried to push it, it didn't open. Then spent ages trying to unlock it, it didn't work or anything. I think the barbarian broke their shoulder rolling a nat one trying to break it down, and it turned out they just needed to pull it.
Classic.
holy shit. That's like me IRL, dude.
I literally said I pushed the door. He's like, doesn't open. I gave no more context onto that one.
I
They just
rolled
assumed it was locked.
a 19 to pull. No. Investigate the
Right.
stone nests.
I have a 19. Any higher than a 19 to investigate the stone nests.
You sound like you're made of tin, Jamie. You're very far away.
He's using his mobile mic now.
Wait. No. It should be this mic. Is this better?
Oh, that's better.
Okay. So
Something
that was
improved.
any higher than a 19.
No, he still sounds funny.
Yeah, you do sound far away. Is the direction wrong?
Put the
I do
whole
that
mic
all the
in
time.
your mouth. That will solve it.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
That's better.
Yep.
Yeah,
Directional
yeah.
microphones.
No, direction it was wrong the wrong way. It flips while I went to grab a drink. You know, this happens. Okay.
Mine's always facing backwards. It's like a impressive skill.
Looking through these, only one thing peeks out to you, Casimir, is interesting, which is a small piece of metal. It doesn't immediately jump out to you, but it kind of is embedded in one of the sides. As you pull it out, it is an amulet. Lightweight metal, kind of shimmers ever so slightly on the light of Pelor. And there's a small, intricately carved feather on the side of it. Nothing else to any of you with the 19 sparks interest in this room.
I'll hold on to that. Speaking of items, I would have made sure we had that sword with us coming down in case it was useful in our.
The jagged sword.
Yes. So
Oh, I
that's-
thought Niles had it.
No, he would have asked for that back. That's not staying up with Goliaths who aren't fighting.
Okay, fair enough. It's not a magical weapon. So I can just let everybody know that the stats of the weapon are 1d8 slashing versatile weapon, 1d10 if you try to use a weapon, and once per day you can roll one of the weapon's dice an additional time and add it to the damage. So it's a basically a basic two-handed longsword that once per day you can do double damage with on the dice.
Okay.
Which is basically a free crit in some systems, but
Give that
yeah.
Quan for a one-time use fighting razor or something.
He's got his magic sword.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Quan's
but
holy
it's just
avenger.
a crit
Be about
sword.
2.
But what if he dual wielded?
Am I tripping or DM? Did he BRB like 2 minutes ago?
Yeah, he went to get a drink.
Oh my goodness. Chaos in the house.
He did that earlier. He was like, BRB, I'm going to get a drink. And then someone was like, oh, I'm going to get a drink. And he was like, yeah, me too.
So, yeah, you're just in a room. The door is there. It is made of stone. And also you have 6 nests on either side. As you approach the door, upon the top of it, it says meditation room in Orin. That's where you are right now.
It says meditation room.
Can I just try and open the door, please?
It opens.
Nice.
Expanding onto another chamber, which you have stone on your side, and then a bridge reaching over it. It doesn't seem that deep. Seems to be making a bridge between 2 platforms across a ravine, and you can see the bottom of the ravine from where you are.
We can see the bottom.
Yep.
How deep is it?
About 20 feet.
Okay.
There is
How long
a
is-
pedestal. Bridge is... How long? How long before you can't just jump it? Not another thing here, of course. I'd say the bridge is about 50 feet. There is, at the start of a bridge, there is a stone pedestal, which displays a inscription that says, "Only by embracing the lightness of the feather can one truly soar." Attached to that pedestal are a set of delicate feathers, surprisingly still looking as if they'd just fallen off a bird.
Do they... Did...
How far down is it?
20 feet.
What's above
How many
us?
feathers are there?
Throughout all of this temple, you can assume that the sky above you is an enchanted ceiling displaying the constellations above.
Okay, but this isn't like a tall chamber where
On-
it looks like we need to fly up.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Fine.
can't Eric Coke... Is it Eric Cochran or Eric Cochran?
Aarakocra.
Eric
Yep, you have to
Cochran?
say cock.
Can't Eric Cochran just fly?
We can, yes.
So, if I was an Eric Cochran, I don't know. I just feel like this could be quite a fun prank on anyone who didn't have wings. Because you don't need them. And obviously you don't want anyone who isn't an Aarakocra down here. So you just put a couple of wings on here and say, hey, if you hold these and you jump, you make it to the other side, and then you don't.
I'm going to take a running long jump over the bridge.
How far do you jump?
Long jump calculator D&D. How tall are you?
You can
Does
use
that
step of the
matter?
wind, can't you, to increase that?
No, I used all my key points.
This happens mid-sentence while Pod is
Does
like
D&D
musing on the
actually
potential.
ask for how tall I am?
Yeah, how tall
No.
you are, your strength modifier,
Is
if
it
you have...
height?
Does it materially change anything? If I say I'm 7 feet,
I don't think it does. It's like strength modifier times
Yeah.
whatever for jump distance. I don't think height impacts it
um,
because then
your
pod
long
could,
jump
like,
is 10 feet horizontal. Okay, so 10 feet basically. I'll jump the middle section, I guess.
Anybody, any reactions to what Mercy does?
I'll watch. Curiosity.
Pod doesn't even have time to react because Mercy just jumps as he's like talking about how this would be a funny practical joke.
Let's see. As you jump, you land on the bridge, and you're expecting to hit stone, but it is surprisingly soft beneath your feet. And the rest of you watch as the bridge spins under Mercy's weight, and Mercy, you are thrown downwards. You fall through the floor and land beneath it, which is very clearly. It's only slightly deeper. It's about another 10 feet down, but you land in an actual nest made of stones.
Oh no.
Sorry, made of wood, 30 feet down. You look around and you see various cracked eggs. You see various bones, skulls.
Get out. You need to get out.
Okay.
And a
Pod kind of
large
freezes while saying that. He's like,
sleeping bird, which you immediately recognize as a rock.
Oh, good.
Oh boy. Can you
A
smell
young
what
one,
the rock
a
is
young
cooking?
one, but a rock nonetheless.
Okay.
Wingspan, bird, probably 3 or 4 times your size.
Okay. I just stay still.
As I
does
was
it-
saying,
The rest of you
Mercy?
see this. Mercy just disappears beneath the floor.
Can you hear us, Mercy?
That's curious.
As you're shouting, the bird kind of twists in its sleep ever so slightly.
I don't know, not too well.
No, I know.
Yeah,
the rest of
none
you,
of us can
Mercy,
see
you
it,
see
right?
this.
Yeah, don't you shush. I'm
Well,
gonna
shush.
yell
he's
down.
like, "Are you right down there, buddy?"
I'm gonna go over and look at
you
these
don't
feathers.
think he just you don't think he just died, did you? That's a pretty boring way to go.
Mercy, you can roll a stealth check
Maybe
with
we should
disadvantage
drop
on
a light
behalf
down
of your
here so we can see what
companions.
happens.
Yeah, I got that. That's fair enough.
Shapeshift into an egg.
That is
Oh.
a wait. Sorry, I rolled the wrong thing. Survival. I rolled survival. Stealth. That is considerably worse. 11.
Okay. One chance. The rest of them
The-
shout down.
I need to get out of here as soon as possible. The walls. How
You can climb the walls.
I will try and
They're
climb the
not.
walls.
They're not carved in a way to stop you climbing them. I'll give you an athletics check to climb the walls, or acrobatics, up to you.
I will take acrobatics, please, sir. Please roll well.
I can't believe this.
It's an 11. At least it wasn't that one.
What's the? Just. You get halfway up the wall, and I'm going to need another one because that wasn't enough to fully scale this.
Stealth or acrobatics?
Acrobatics. As you all see half of Mercy reappear, climbing up the wall.
10.
Yeah, there it is for the floor.
Shh. I'll let somebody else roll acrobatics or athletics check to try to save Mercy as you see him attempt to climb and begin to fall, but within reach of you all with a 10.
Wait, what are we rolling? Is it how far down is it? Can I like jump, grabbing onto something and try and grab?
You can
them,
jump
or-
you can jump and attempt to hold on to the bridge. You have
No.
just seen the
Side of the
bridge
wall?
fully spin.
No, I don't think that's what. I
No,
don't
no,
think
you
that's
can,
what.
Side of
what
the
I meant,
wall,
like-
you know?
Yeah, that's
like
kind of
lean down into range.
yeah. Can we do that?
Can I help Quan do that?
Yeah,
Like
because
by-
if I jump and he grabs me and I grab
I'll-
Mercy, we can make a human like rope.
I will ask you to both roll athletics checks
I'm gonna
Okay.
stand and watch.
with individual failure points. Mercy, you watch this and you panic a little bit, perhaps, because you know that falling from here, you won't land in a nice cushioned nest. You're going to land on stone. And you perhaps can intuit that most people who fail this trap, bridge, whatever you want to call it, wouldn't have jumped 10 foot each, would have landed on the side, slammed on the floor, and probably on the stone, and would have woken up whatever creature it was. So by jumping, you averted this fate. But if these rolls fail, you are all fighting a rock.
Yeah. I probably can't communicate that to them in the moment, though.
What's a rock gonna do? It's just a stone.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, I got a 22.
It's actually one of the highest build.
Which ability story is that, guys?
It's athletics and athletics or acrobatics. You both succeed, and you manage to swing down and grab hold of Mercy's hand. You see Mercy. You see Quan jump for you, grab hold of your hand as Atlas grabs hold of Mercy's ankle. Quan's ankle, and like swings you round, and you both tumble onto the side, safe. And you, like everyone else, is just a bit confused, not sure what's going on. Mercy, you take a couple of seconds, just hearing if there's anything beneath the floor. You hear nothing, and you probably whisper your next response.
Yeah. So it's like. Below.
I fallen flat on my ass as well, and I kind of sit up like, oh, what?
Shh. There's a rock down there. A giant bird. It's asleep. Those who fall land in that nest.
Oh.
So it was a practical joke.
Probably quite funny if you're an Aragog,
right? Sorry, could you make
Just
a perception
prank,
check
bro.
for me, Ben? Just Mercy. Just see what else you saw down there.
My passive perception is 21.
Okay. In escaping and beneath the illusion, obviously the rock has to feed on something, given its thing. There is a tunnel in and out of here. Clearly, this was once a pathway that birds, or there's always been rocks that have been kept here in some form or fashion, but there is a way in and out of this area. There is a tunnel that this thing could get out of.
Was it heading back the way we came, or towards the way we're going?
More towards the way you're going, but like down and up.
Down and up, okay. There is also a tunnel, everyone. Some sort of passageway for the giant bird to enter and leave, hunt perhaps. It's heading sort of down and up from the nest below.
I don't know if you're planning on killing some deer. That's probably not so useful for us.
Well, depending on how desperate and fraught the passage conventional route is, it's an option.
We could
To feed the
climb
bird.
on the bird, use the bird to fly out. We could ride the giant bird.
I'm not sure all of us would fit.
Well, thought for later. How do we get across the cavern? You
I'm
jumped
gonna look
on
at these
the bridge?
feathers.
Yes, as you saw, the bridge, some sort of magically rotated, and the floor below is illusory. So, something to do with those feathers that Atlas is holding.
What does it? Hold one and soar? Hold a feather and jump?
But there are only 2 feathers, and there are like more than 2 of us.
Oh, there's loads of feathers.
Oh, I thought.
Oh, those are the only 2. My mistake.
No, sorry. If I said 2, I meant wrong. It's just like feathers embedded in this. Probably like up to 15.
I'm still not. Is there any way
If
we
we-
can test the feathers before we, jump?
If we pick up a feather, does it feel any different?
No, feels like a feather.
What does
But
it say?
again, it says only by embracing the lightness of the feather can one truly soar. The feathers feel as if they've just been plucked from a bird, not the rock. You saw it. Different feathers.
Can I grab some? Sorry.
Embracing the lightness. 1 truly soar.
Only by embracing the lightness of the feather can one truly soar.
I do a little jump while holding my feather.
May I suggest an investigation check?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. That sounds great to me, actually. I've rolled that plus 12 total with my plus 8.
Oh, no, don't work out shit.
Sick.
Can I roll one?
Yeah.
Let's fucking do it, mate. And we're looking at a... That's also a 12.
Stacked it.
Nope.
Can I tie a rope round my waist, hand one end to Quan, take a feather, maybe let it out, say 20 feet, so it's above the illusory floor, and then I'll do the same thing as I did before.
Oh, sorry. Describe to me what you're doing. Sorry, I'm not clear.
So maybe I'll like tie the rope, run it out 20 feet or above the illusory floor. So if I fall, I'll just hit the wall. I won't land in the nest.
Right, got it. Yeah. Okay, sorry, that makes sense. Yeah.
Did
So
you
you've
say
got a feather in
you're tying it to
hand.
me?
Well, I'll ask someone to hold it, and I think you're the biggest.
Okay.
Technically, I'm the biggest, but you never get the idea that he's the
You're
strongest.
the
He's just kind of large and
tallest.
lanky. Yeah. he's
Biggest
big and
doesn't
lanky.
mean tallest. Biggest might mean fattest, so I'm offended.
Biggest heart.
Strongest.
Owned yourself. really.
Strongest.
Big,
One's the
biggest
strongest.
virtue.
Biggest destiny.
Biggest
We
destiny.
know that one.
Massive destiny.
Girthiest
Huge
destiny.
And then I'll hold the feather, and I'll try the same thing and see if anything different happens.
Okay. You hold the feather. You step on the bridge. Could I have a perception check from Mercy while you're standing on the bridge?
Mm-hmm. Hey! That's a good time for a good perception check. 25.
Looking down at the bridge as you are now standing on it, it is, and use your feet for this a little bit as you feel down, and then you kind of kneel down and describe it. It isn't so much a bridge as it is a series of individual planks that, whilst in some way made to look like stone, are actually feathers.
Oh, okay.
And individual planks of feathers. Some of these clearly need to be in some way, therefore, counterbalanced. Unsure, however, how many feathers it takes to counterbalance a certain number of people. As you take your foot on the first one, and as you push down, it doesn't quite seem to be enough.
Okay, alright, well, noticing that then, I'll step back and kind of explain what I've noticed. These stones seem to be feathers in some sort of magical guise. There's some sort of weight system. If you step on it, you need to place feathers on the other side. But I'm not sure in what configuration or what number.
Place feathers on the other side. We need to counterbalance the weight of people with feathers.
I'm not gonna lie. Considering that they had wings, they definitely taken the piss out of us.
Okay, dear.
Yes.
I don't think I understand. We have bridge, which are
Each plank of this is actually feathers. So when Mercy stood on it, the whole bridge spanned because they're connected.
when you say
But yes.
span, do you mean like a rotate that way,
s-
or like a woo woo?
Yeah,
woo?
a section of a section near where he stood, where he landed, immediately like span upwards, like entirely
So it's a
sides.
flip over, like the whole
Yeah.
long plank flips.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we need to get stuff on the
As
other
if it's a
side
series
it.
of individual planks, and the planks that they landed on, flipped over. As if they were feathers rather than stone.
But feathers don't
Bearing his
flip or
weight.
bear weight.
No, they don't bear weight. So if you were to land on a structure of feathers that was shaped like a plank of wood, it would rotate, or you would fall through it.
You would just go through it. Yeah. You would,
Yeah,
yeah.
fall through it.
Like a trapdoor.
Yeah, or a false door.
Yeah. Okay, but how are we going to be counterbalancing stuff on the other side?
Because it's a plank. That's why it
But it's
flipped.
a feather.
Okay, so this is the shape of the feather, right? This is
I'm also
the feather. The feathers are shaped into a straight piece of like a plank of wood,
Yeah.
and rather than coming apart when you think of them, because they're all one thing melded together, they went like this
Yeah.
because the weight was all on one side, and then
So,
they snapped back as soon as Mercy fell through.
do we feel like we need to yeet some stuff onto the other side of the bridge so it doesn't do that?
Or we stack feathers this side of the bridge? Because when we
Each
walk
bit of the
over-
bridge, each step is made up of an individual plank.
Going which way? Longitudinally or laterally?
Horizontally.
Okay. So if you step left or right, they're gonna flip left or right, not towards you. Okay.
Yes.
Has anyone jumped into the ravine
What?
holding a feather yet?
No,
Is
but
that
presumably
something we-
we just walk in the middle. Planks, we need counterbalancing because they can't flip. They're all pivots.
Are there enough?
I need a diagram. I actually can't solve this without a diagram.
Clued, you are one of the smartest people I know. I hate you.
I can't solve this without a diagram.
It's actually so. I can't visualize this either, Jamie. I'm
picture this.
so
Okay,
gonna put this in
Jamie, how about this?
paint.
How about this?
Break out the
Okay,
paint.
I am a 21 intelligence wizard who has done a lot of maths in his time. Yeah? Where would Casimir thinks he needs to put weights in order to balance this thing? Because he can see this with his eyes, but I cannot.
Okay,
My internal eyes are failing me.
Right, give me a couple of seconds, but I'm just gonna
Mind's
I'm
eye.
just gonna I'm just gonna put this in player chat. Like, the red. These are the planks, as if it was a wooden fucking bridge.
What? That's a ladder!
Where is it flipping?
I'm following.
Is
I'm
it-
following. I'm following.
Is it flipping
Yeah,
along
yeah.
yellow or
I'm
flipping
following.
along red?
Flipping it on yellow.
Yeah,
Which
along
way?
yellow. But is it? Is
Which
it flipping
way?
Like, is it
Left
flipping
or right?
laterally?
So if we walk in the middle, we should be fine?
I don't know.
Why do they need counterbalancing then? If we just walk in the middle,
I've seen this on
Are
Ninja
you-
Warrior.
Can you, compared to a feather, could you counterbalance your weight perfectly in the middle every time?
Yeah, if I'm a fantasy ninja monk.
or wouldn't it just be
Okay.
the center of the
I have
bridge?
-1 dex. I definitely cannot.
You just walk in the center of the bridge because there's a pivot under it.
If you guys want to try and not do the puzzle, which I'm now sending another picture, which is in a minute. I'm just going to tell you the answer, so please keep being
Where-
frustrated. Okay,
where-
I'm going
where
to
is
send
the pivot?
another picture. That this is like so. Each one of these represents a different plank of feather.
Yeah.
Does this make sense? It's just like a standard fucking wooden bridge with rope, except it's made out
Yeah.
of stone that looks like feathers. And if you step on one side of it, clearly because it's made of feathers, but rather than breaking, as if you stepped on it, it flipped as if there was no weight to it. So you need to counterbalance it, or if you're attempting to walk straight down the middle and be perfect, fine. But I am going to ask for a roll for that rather than solving the puzzle.
I still don't understand how you can counterbalance a thing that fundamentally
I
is made of feathers.
I fundamentally don't understand what direction they're rotating.
Because clearly, because no, because rather than Mercy breaking it, destroying it by jumping on feathers. There is something magical about this.
Put your clearlies away.
So
Here.
are you saying then that I'll just put
Really?
one feather on one plank and then stand anywhere on the plank and nothing happens?
Who would know if that was the solution to the puzzle? Who would know?
Fine. I will do that. And then be like, guys, I've solved it. I just take a feather and put it on every plank and then stand where I like.
If this works.
No.
No? Casimir just folds his arms and just shakes his head and just looks at it and he's like, why the fuck would that work? Why would any of this
Well,
work?
I'm very sorry. I thought that would work.
I don't really know what could work. Can I please roll an int thing? I'm
Yeah,
smart,
right.
right?
Just a
Somewhere
intelligence.
hidden in this room, there's a bunch of Aarakocra, and they're laughing at us.
Laughing.
Praise be! It's a natural 19 plus 5.
They're making bets on who's going to die first.
The
I
dice
can
gods,
tell.
the dice gods were like,
Wagering right now.
y'all stupid. This
Okay.
needs to end.
Okay, the most basic among you. No.
That's me.
How can you say that? With 24, where should I put things?
If your puzzle is asking us to place feathers in the exact counterbalance position along any given plank in relation to where anyone steps,
It's just
how is that
asking you to put them
different
on the
from
other
just you
side.
asking us to walk along the exact center of the plank?
You can walk along the exact center. That's fine. It's really difficult when it's literally made of feathers and there's no weight to it. But the correct answer is, rather than just placing it randomly, you do need to place each feather as a counterbalance on the other side of the plank to where you choose to walk. So Mercy was basically there. That's the solution to the puzzle.
But
Are
why?
the feathers magic?
Because the feathers are enchanted and magical. That's why they look like they're basically fresh, even though they've been here for hundreds of years.
You've hit
Yeah,
me.
I figured there's some sort of magic thing because I'm just imagining they're real feathers and that they
Yeah,
don't have any
I'm
weight
just
to
No,
them.
they're
seeing
enchanted.
magic
Can we
feathers.
just
No,
fight the
they're-
rock?
You can
Just
yeah. You fight the goddamn. So the actual answer to the problem is these are magical feathers that you use to counterbalance your weight on each step by dropping them along the bridge on the other side.
Oh
Can they
my
counterbalance
God.
anything? Can we take these feathers?
Casimir
Maybe.
places the feathers gingerly, and he doesn't really understand why he's doing this, but he, for some reason, he knows the right thing to do.
Yeah, good stuff.
It's like when
Talos
you're
tells
doing
him.
a Sudoku and you enter
Right,
a
that's
flow
it.
state, and you just
Talos takes
You just
control of you
know.
and whirlwinds to wake up the rock.
Why?
Thank God.
when on the other side, he just puts his hands on his hips and
Twist
just
us.
he just shakes his head and looks at the floor, and he just, I don't understand why that worked. He just-
And with you, ready to face the next challenge within the Wind Dungeon. Sorry, I mean the Aarakocra Temple. And with severe resistance from my players. We will stop playing there with the rock perhaps unperturbed, and I will see you all next week
You
on
don't want to.
Tuesday.
You don't want to DM for us ever again.
It's over, campaign.
It's not that hard. You have magical feathers as a counterbalance, and a mention about light.
No, it is.
We're
Hey,
sorry,
this
we're so
isn't-
stupid, Jamie.
This isn't fucking Baldur's Gate where we can just Google the answer to the puzzle, man. That is so random.
What are you
I tried.
doing?
I just lost it because I didn't understand if they were real feathers. Like when we picked them up, they
Balance
weren't
feathers,
heavy.
Which way
Like
the
just like
planks were,
feathers.
which way they were rotating, where's the pivot point, because they have a reaction force which when you can't fall
Yeah,
through a
initially
pivoting
I think I was
strap.
confused because I didn't understand. I fundamentally didn't.
If nobody
Honestly,
wanted to
Jamie,
try to
your
roll.
your diagrams aren't to scale.
I just didn't
I didn't
understand which way
understand anything.
they were rotating. I didn't get if they were rotating which axis they were spinning on. I was really confused as to which axis was being spun on, and that really
I
smooth.
resign.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Happy
See you
Valentine's Day,
next
everyone.
week.
How very Tory of you.
See you for puzzles part 2.